They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I am grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
And here we go. Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr, Sweet Tea, Travis Rogers. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show is on. I'm a chivato. For your Friday afternoon. Friday, April 17th. Well, the afternoon show is live from a country club. Oh, Travis is in heaven. By the way, so is Laura. Very golfy type outfit today. El Caballero Country Club in the Valley as we get ready for the JM Eagle, the LPGA, the best in the world golfers. By the way, as I always say, and Travis will agree with me, amateur golfers out there, like myself, like Travis, watch the LPGA for swing tips. Don't be watching Rory McIlroy. You can't hit that club speed. Watch the ladies. They do it best. Meanwhile, we get ready for Lakers Rockets tomorrow night at Crypto.com Arena. Hope and fear, hope and fear. Oh. The LA Kings are in the playoffs. The Dodgers are in Colorado for a weekend series with the Rockies, LAFC, and very sad news from Anaheim. Garrett Anderson passing away at a very early age. An Angels legend, GA. We'll talk about that too. Let's do it. The No Stress Sports Talk Express. Producer Laura, Young D, producer DeAndre, back at headquarters. Beto Duran is with DeMarco and Travis as well. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show live on the road. Your Friday afternoon right now.
Yeah. You know what I don't like? What? You know what, like, can we just get it out of the way, just run out of the chute?
Go for it.
I don't like it when Chris is right about things. I like to argue with Chris. I don't like it when he actually says something that makes a lot of sense. And his tip about if you are a golf person, the LPGA players are the people that you're trying to emulate, not necessarily the PGA guys, because that's just, you can't. This is a much more realistic expectation. You're not going to get to this level either, but at least you can try.
I've heard that before. Like women's basketball. It's like if you want to teach basketball, they actually have to run plays. Guys can't jump out of the gym.
Right.
You got to do stuff. That actually makes sense. You just hate agreeing with Chris. I get that. I get that.
It's something I'm very uncomfortable with.
I don't bring it up. You know he's going to bring it up.
Yeah, and I was watching. I've been here since 9 o'clock this morning, so I've been watching a lot of the golf. And Chris is right to an extent. You should watch. But you're never going to emulate that.
Oh,
there's no chance.
No, but you can at least kind of steal tempo and thoughts and distances. Whereas when Rory McIlroy hits it from here to the moon, it's like I don't even know what that means. Like it'd take me 10 shots to get that far down the hole.
Can you outdrive the average pro?
Absolutely not.
Not even close?
Absolutely not.
Is it closer than?
It's closer, but it's not particularly close.
Yeah. He'd be close. The difference is, DeMarco, these women are straight down the line every single time. Everything is on a laser.
Watch where they come from. So we're sitting here right behind the 18th green. every single one of them is
I
coming
didn't
right
notice
down
until
the
you
middle.
said it. Like,
Yeah.
no one's been to the right. They've all been right in front of me.
Yep.
And
You know
I'm dead
why?
center. Yeah.
And they're all going to stand next to each other. They're all going to be lined up right then and there.
Here's
where
why.
you go.
Because if you hit it over here or over there, you don't play out here. Or at least not for very long, right? Like if you're not right in the middle, they're playing for money.
Yeah.
They're playing for a living.
What if you sent one to the other fairway? Well, what look would you get?
Actually, this happened. So on this hole earlier, one of the players, you heard far right, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's going right. It was by the trees.
Yeah.
Like, by the trees is not bad.
Oh,
like
okay.
they were like yelling for people because people are walking there.
Getting out of the way. Yeah.
The tree is still a heck of a shot for us. We're like,
Yes.
we're still in the green.
Makes sense. Yeah.
But
We'd be
it's
yelling
cool,
for
man. It's a
these
good
people on the hospitality deck to take cover. Like they're just missing the green by a yard or two either
I
way.
think we're getting.
We're
shut down
getting
by the
told to be quiet.
Are they on the go?
Ooh.
Let's do our gym dance.
We have to.
Hello, friends.
We're gonna have to turn
We're
the
here
speaker
at Caballero Country Club in beautiful Tarzana, California.
Bro, she gave us the hand and the sign.
Hey,
Well,
that's the job you want to do. Turn the speaker down, bro. We're gonna get in trouble.
I was going to say, we're just going to have to be a little golfy here for half a second. Can you guys believe we finally made it? Can you believe that we finally got to the point where the Lakers are going to actually play a game for what's it been, 3 weeks, Beto?
Well, I've been nice and quiet, relaxed this week. I'm fresh. You see my tan? The hair hasn't grown.
Wait a minute. You're excited for this?
I'm excited to see it in the sense that anything can happen. I'm not necessarily predicting
this is like the end
a
of
successful
Green Mile when he's walking to the chair.
Yeah, but, I mean, did you turn the Green Mile off?
Absolutely not. But you know how this ends, right?
This is what Chris has been saying. Hope and fear. You're all about fear.
No, I'm about reality, man.
Who has the flies in their mouth? Is it Marcus Smart?
Okay. Who was it yesterday that said you got to replace Luka and AR? That's 56 points.
56 points.
Go ahead. Where do you
Go
replace 56
You
points?
don't. Keep on.
Okay, thank you.
And then you're going to see Sengun and Kevin Durant living in the paint. Hey, DeAndre Ayton.
But I'm not selling fear. I'm selling reality. It's about to happen. Look,
Don't come to Lakers talk. We don't
never rule out the miracle. It could happen. You never
do. Laker talk with me tomorrow.
No. No.
Okay, answer the phone for Laker talk tomorrow.
No, Funch is great at
that. No, Funch is great. I want you, DeMarco, tomorrow come hang out for Laker talk.
Are they believing? Are they believing in the miracle or what?
I'll say this. You have the Irelands of Laker world, right, where it's okay, everybody. The Titanic is fine.
Kevin
We're
Bacon
good.
in the middle of the street at the end of
Yeah.
All is well.
All is well.
Okay.
And then you have the Funch, who's Mr. Shambles and the world falling apart. It's somewhere in the middle. Like, do the Lakers have an opportunity to shock the world? Yes. Can they? There's a reason Vegas has them as big underdogs in this series.
They're a 5-1 underdog.
Yeah, in the series, right?
Yeah.
So can they do it? Yeah, but where can you replace it? Can the Lakers win game one? Absolutely. Can they make it a good 6-game series? Absolutely. Will they win this one? Don't expect them to. And I'm not being a hater here. It's not that. It's the reality of you have LeBron, who's 41, and who?
Yeah, that's the difference.
It's the difference. It's who?
The hater of it all, and that always drives me crazy because there's a difference. Like if the Lakers had gone 15, where did they go 15-2 in March?
Yeah, with everybody.
And let's say everybody stays healthy, and let's say those 2 weeks in April kind of go the same way. That's when the hater, they're going to lose. It was, fool's gold. They didn't play to me. That's being a hater. When your two best guys or two of your three best guys are both banged up to the point where one of them had to fly halfway across the world to try to get squared away.
And he's still there.
That's not being a hater.
That's being realistic.
That's being realistic.
Yeah.
That means that you've just, if you've got a pair of threes, you're probably not going to win the pot. Can you? Maybe.
The guy screws it up.
But you're going to have to get a little help along the way, and they don't have any help right now.
I think that's part of that Laker 23%. Was it yesterday? Is it 23% that we're talking about that they get the nod? And the other thing is LeBron's out there.
That's why you have a pair of
pass
threes.
it to?
But you have to factor in the fact that he could do it on his own. Did I get shut down again?
No.
No, you're good.
No,
It can't be
it was static.
The mic. Here
It was
come the
static.
cops. See? Are we being too loud? No? Okay, they're good.
They got their eyes on you, though.
See?
Yeah.
There's 4 people. See?
Hey,
No,
at the country club, they're looking at us.
But you do have LeBron. But I do wonder if it's like the Laker love, right? Let's just pretend for the second we're talking about football and it's the Rams.
Yeah.
You're out. Stafford, Devontae, Puka's out. All your frontline guys are out.
Yeah.
Do you have a chance against a stacked Philadelphia squad? No. That's not hate. That's being realistic.
The chance is that, to use your analogy, is that Jalen Hurts throws 4 interceptions, 2 of them get returned for touchdowns, and you make a 65-yard field goal. So there's a chance, but it's also not particularly likely.
Right.
So, and I
If
think
it was a
that's
one
kind of where they
game,
are.
okay.
Sure.
But a series, and you don't know
Anything could happen,
who's going to come back again. I think Windhorst was on with Sedano and Cap talking about extend the series. Ireland's been saying the same thing. Yeah. If you can extend it, that's great. But first of all, you got to get through the first 2 games, right? And Houston is a team, when the Lakers saw them in March when they had that baseball series where they played them back-to-back out there in Houston, the Lakers were cooking. And Houston at that time doing a lot of finger pointing. Remember, that's when KD's burner had come out. Phone, yeah. Right? There was a lot of different things they didn't know. Then they turned it around, and they went on an 8-9 game winning streak. They look good. They're gelling right. They're cohesive. And they're a team that, they don't know how to close out at the end of the games. That's one of the concerns with them. They don't have the experience. That's another concern with them. Yeah, but the Lakers have who? You can be the defensive side, and Udoka's going to come out and say, you know what? LeBron's the only one. We're going at LeBron. Hey, LeBron, give it to DeAndre Ayton.
No, he's going to do that.
Yeah, so DeAndre Ayton is the guy you need to be there consistently every single game for a double-double no matter what. Is that what we're really going on? That's what you have to do.
Well, that's what choice do you have?
That's why I wouldn't be surprised at a 5-game series. I'm not being a hater. I'm not being pessimistic. It's just the reality of how much better Houston is at.
5 would be, I don't want to say a positive outcome, but I think that's probably the most optimistic outcome if you're being realistic along the way. But I think if we're really forecasting and trying to find a way to get it to Game 6, maybe in a miracle of miracles, get it to a Game 7 along the way. Tomorrow, you almost have to win tomorrow because
I wouldn't be surprised if they blow them out tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying.
Nothing surprising about this Laker team.
You have to win tomorrow because I think if you do win tomorrow, all of a sudden it's that hey, we got a little something going on. Whereas if you go out there and you lose by a bucket or 2, it's like, all right, hey, we're actually in this thing. But if you lose by 15 points. And this is you've had a week to get healthy. You've had a week to try to put in some sort of defensive scheme. You've had a week to try to figure out how you're going to attack this. And then all of a sudden you get slapped. Yeah. And then it's like, all right, what are we doing here?
Your best weapon gets bent.
Right. Yeah. So tomorrow it feels like if they can find a way to win Game 1, I think all of a sudden it's one of these, hey, anything can happen. If they go out there and get clobbered in game, or not even clobbered, let's say it's 12 points, 14 points. That's somewhere between close and clobbered.
That's 2 good points. Yeah. Did you say you wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers blew the Rockets out?
No surprise, because the Lakers right now, I don't know what they are.
Oh.
You don't know their identity. Okay. So they can get smoked. They are, because LeBron could go off and DeAndre Ayton can have a double-double at halftime. And then Luke Kennard could take more than 3 3-pointers, and you never know what happens. Right? But for the Lakers to win, everything has to line up right. Everything has to go perfect. And it's also Houston is also going to have to figure out how to shoot.
The other thing I do worry about, if the other scenario, the one that's probably going to happen, the Houston wins 1, wins 2, puts pressure on, getting ready to close out. I do wonder how JJ and the rest of the guys are going to behave through this. Remember that little Vando thing?
Yeah.
I just wonder how that goes.
Well, remember last year, too, when you got to the elimination game, he played 5 people.
Right.
And it just
and don't be surprised if he only plays 6 because you look down the roster like,
I wonder how this goes. Yeah, on the way out.
But on this one, you can't. Last year we criticized him because you're like, dude, you're only playing 5 guys and you stuck to those 5 guys, and you didn't see anybody else. But here, he might only have those guys.
Same thing last year. Those guys sucked on the end of the bench too. Jackson Hayes last year was unplayable. Jackson Hayes this year, playable.
Yeah, I don't think there's a ton of moves that weren't made. I think there weren't moves to make. And I think that there's a difference between just saying, I know what this is. If I play 5 guys the entire time, who knows what may happen. And I think we're kind of in that similar situation, maybe not with the same strategy with only playing a handful of guys, but the same thing, like there's only so many tricks up my sleeve. Like I can only try so many things before
I wonder how much
what it is.
He plays Bronny. That would be like the little subtext side story. Remember that was wasn't that Udoka that was telling JJ put the little B, and he was talking about Bronny.
He might have been talking about the entire bench.
He might have been right.
But that's what he does. Udoka doesn't. He will go after you. Yeah. And the thing I really like the Houston Rockets coaching staff because they were really smart. They know how to game plan for you. That's one of the things where the Lakers coaching staff is done better in the month of March. Mm-hmm. They did the right plays. But when you had your 3 best players, you can figure things out. So it'll be interesting. And 4 o'clock tomorrow, pregame show, live from LA Live. We're outside tomorrow, too.
Ruling out the miracle, but it's going to take a miracle.
Maybe
that's a good song right there. It's going to take a miracle.
A modest miracle? Is there a thing that's, not short of like parting the Red Sea, but just sort of, hey, something happened. That was unexpected. Or do you need the parting of the Red Sea?
I mean, stranger things have happened in sports, and I don't know where a lot of people sit on LeBron as far as being a GOAT. But imagine if he does it, and he does it doing it like he did 10 years ago.
I would love that for Chris. I would love that for Chris. Right there, the content that Morales would get if LeBron pulls this off. Because it's LeBron. It's not the Lakers. It's LeBron.
Yeah, well, that you won't hear the word Lakers. You will only hear the word LeBron along the way. What's on tap today on ESPN LA? Lakers playoff basketball tips off tomorrow night, Crypto.com Arena. The Toyota Lakers countdown with this guy right here. Beto Duran starts at 4 p.m. Tip-off is at 5:30. You can hear it on your afternoon drive on 7:10 a.m. or in crystal clear digital audio on the ESPN LA app, brought to you by Michelob Ultra, a superior taste worth playing for, the official beer sponsor of the LA Lakers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Go apologize to the quiet lady.
Oh, was she looking at me again?
She was going to come up here.
Yeah, well,
I'm just saying.
Well, no,
I mean, we're working.
We're doing our show.
So is she.
We're doing her.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. She can give us the stink eye, and we're going to keep talking.
But she's got the shirt of the.
She has the paddle.
She's looking at you. She's looking at you.
She has the paddle. DeMarco, be quiet. You're going to ruin it for everyone.
Hey, DeMarco, you see who she is, right?
I'm looking down. Yes.
You know what you can do? You don't have to be quiet because we're not doing a farewell tour for LeBron James. At least that's what I've been told. We'll get into it next. It's DeMarco and Travis. We're here at El Cab for the JM Eagle LA Championship. Beto's here with us today, too, on ESPN LA.
Purple and gold playoff energy.
The playoffs are here, and it starts with Game 1. All eyes on LeBron James, ready to carry the load on the biggest stage.
Fall-away 17-footer good again. LeBron has dialed back the clock.
Standing in the way, Kevin Durant and the Rockets, hungry to steal Game 1. Pre-game starts tomorrow at 4 p.m.
The Lakers' postseason push happens right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey LA, it's Beto Duran. Head to Northridge Toyota and Wondering Toyota today and drive off in a brand new, beautiful 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for just $209 a month on a 36-month lease. $209 for a Tacoma? You already know it's got to be Northridge and Wondering Toyota. Any trade you own outright is your down payment. It's a limited time offer. Nobody's going to take care of you like my guys at Wondries and Northridge Toyota.
2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 i-Force 2.4 cylinder turbo 5-foot bed double cab 4x2 RWD model. MSRP $40,628. Base 10,000 miles per year and excludes tax, title, license, and dollar fees.
Are you thinking about refinancing your home for a lower monthly payment? It looked like rates were coming down, only to jump back up when the fighting started in Iran. In fact, mortgage rates have been very volatile with the ever-changing world news. The Loan Exchange has a suggestion. Contact us now and we'll process your refinance application for no charge, including doing an appraisal. You tell us at what rate you'll close with no closing costs at all. When the market drops to that rate, we'll notify you, prepare your closing documents, and close you at that rate in about 5 days. Pretty simple. We watch the market for you so you don't miss a short window of opportunity. If the market doesn't get there, your downside is that you wasted about 2 hours of your time, but get a free real appraisal. The upside is that you get the rate you want. Now that makes sense. So go to theloanexchange.com and apply without cost or obligation. Theloanexchange.com. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Theloanexchange.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a time out to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we help keep your capabilities cutting edge with our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by SCHAF.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show, your Friday afternoon, live from El Cab, El Caballero Country Club in the Valley on a Friday. Get ready for some beautiful LPGA action. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show rolls on for your Friday right now.
So you know what? This is the perfect golf weather that you want.
Oh,
Golf.
yeah.
Did I say golf? Golf. I think I did say golf. Golf with an F. Warm without being hot.
Yeah.
Cool without being breezy. Like this is.
Well, we're in the shade though.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're out there walking around, it's not bad.
Not bad. Okay. You're gonna sweat though.
You get a little. You'll be all right.
Yeah. Part of this is hydration, right? You gotta. Attrition is a big part of golf.
It is.
Yeah.
I like to hydrate with Coors Lights. I feel
Okay.
I feel that is a very effective.
What you do is your choice.
Well, it is a good hydration.
Yeah.
I go Cascanas tequila. There you go.
There you go.
It's
See,
tequila water. That's my jam right
Water. There you go. There's hydration in
And
there.
you come through the halfway house, maybe there's a double transfusion.
Okay, there you go.
Double
See?
transfusion or a glizzy. You got to get that.
Oh, always a good choice.
Oh, but you'll love this. The other day I played
I
real.
turned DeMarco on to transfusion.
Oh, you got that?
Loved it.
Oh, it's a game changer, right?
Oh my God. Loved it. Yes.
And the best part is they can't be made wrong.
Yeah.
No.
Because if they make it too strong, okay.
Yes.
If they make it weak, it's still good.
It's still good.
Oh, a
I
transfusion.
started to see beyond. I get it now. I get this golf thing.
That's why everybody plays good on the back nine.
Yeah, that's true.
Their scores are bad, but they play good.
They
have a
don't give
good
a
time.
damn. Right?
Wow.
We've checked out to the point. It's like, another double transfusion. When you see that cart coming up that hill with that big wagon in the back, you know that it's going to be a good
push.
couple of
So the other day I played Real Hondo in Downey, and I know you guys were talking about prices for budget for games and food and all that stuff. I went there, I ordered a tall can and a hot dog. I'm thinking, all right, here's $30 because I'm so used to going to a game and paying that. They're like, oh, it's $12. Like,
ooh,
for I only got what?
No,
I got both of these.
Yeah. And the girl tells me this. She goes, yeah, I'm sorry, prices went up. I'm like, no.
Oh, this is
because I'm so used to paying the $30 for a michelada at Dodger Stadium now. So I felt better being there.
When Greg and I went to the Dodger game the other day, the one that you guys didn't get invited to, remember that one?
Thanks for rubbing that in.
I'm not involved in that one.
I literally came in. I hit the first little spot as I'm headed towards the seat. I got a Dodger dog and an Estrella Jalisco, right?
I miss that.
$31.
Wow.
Only? Okay.
Travis,
$31.
It's on the field.
Yeah.
It's on the field.
It is.
And
Back
that's
to
why
back.
that's why I don't get super twisted up about it.
Right.
It's like, guess who was on the mound? Shohei Ohtani. Guess who was at first base? Freddie Freeman. Guess who was behind the plate? Will Smith. It's like, yeah, okay.
All right, there,
Driving to a mega church.
Yeah.
But even but it's like
perfect.
all of it is just. But that's everywhere.
Yeah.
When I went to the Kings game the other day, me and Ron the Caddy went. He's like, "I'll buy you a beer." I'm like, "Nah, man, I know you're broke." So, like, I can't.
That's a heck of a date there, man.
Yeah, it was like $24 for a tall can. I know I'm something like a complainer, but that's just bad. You can't. Like the other day, my daughter wanted to go to the Dodger game. I'm like, I'm not paying $88 to be in the left field foul pole.
As long as the team you're supporting is putting it on the floor, the field, in the arena,
okay,
you can deal with the price.
But what about when they're not?
That's when you get upset.
Well, okay, let's talk about this for a second. And we're going to circle back to LeBron in just 1 second. But since we're talking about this right now, let's get into it. The Padres are on the 1 yard line of being sold, okay? Now, the Padres, and I'm going to say some nice things about the Padres because I think they do a lot of the right things. The Padres are about to be sold for just under $4 billion, $3.9 billion, okay?
The Puerto Rican.
That's a lot, but that's a lot.
Well, okay, before you say that,
Okay.
this is what the team sold for in 2012, so 14 years ago. Okay, 14 years ago, the team sold for $800 million. So basically, we're talking in 4 years, in 12 years, it's 4x'd in value. Okay?
Yeah. How?
There we go. So now the Padres, here's what's important. Padres do put a lot of the money back on the field.
Yes, they do.
They do have a lot of expenses.
They don't act like a small market team.
The Petco Park experience, let's be honest, is a 10 out of 10. It's a great so
it is.
they're doing the right thing. So I'm not picking on the Padres, but my point of this is when you hear all of this stuff about the Dodgers are ruining baseball and they're spending money like this. Guys, the Padres just sold for $4 billion.
Yeah.
The Mets, who just a couple of years ago in 2020 sold for $2.4 billion, that's in the New York Mets, and the Padres are going for nearly double that. Only a few years later, every single one of these teams has as much money as they could possibly want to spend.
Could be
They could be doing. Now, maybe not to that massive level that the Dodgers and the Mets are at, but the Padres are not the Dodgers and Mets. They've got a $4 billion valuation that they're going to sell for. Everybody could be doing way more than they are. It's not just that the Dodgers have it. When you see stuff like this, it drives me crazy. And then you see a team, if the Pittsburgh Pirates or the Florida Miami Marlins went on, they'd be worth billions of dollars.
Yep.
And yet, we don't have any money. We can't pay players. Baloney.
And that's
just baloney.
I was telling you this about those guys that are signing in the minor leagues.
Yeah.
Now, where they're signing at 19, 20 because the teams are buying out their free agency years or their arbitration years to get them in early. And then it's just, they gave this guy $100 million, $80 million. He's only 19. But if that guy stays with them and he blows up in, say, 3-4 years where his value could be $500, $600 million, and then the team's like, we've got him on the cheap. So
great steal.
But who's doing it? It's Milwaukee and Pittsburgh, the cheap teams.
Seattle, Pittsburgh,
Correct.
Milwaukee. And the problem with that, though, is what if it's Brandon Wood? What if it's
I heard that reference yesterday.
What
Wood's living in Idaho.
It happens all the time.
Yep.
Guys that kill the minor leagues just flame out. Anyway, that's
Greg Brock.
just an aside. Greg Brock is another good one. Guys that are the best minor league player you've ever seen come to the big leagues. It's like, that guy's not going to play here.
Greg Jeffries in that rated rookie card.
Yeah.
That guy was going to make me so much money.
And a good example of him is he actually was pretty good for a couple of years, and then he just became kind of a guy, and you just never know.
Even, like you said, the cheap teams that are still spending money on guys that haven't proven it yet. So if they do bust out, you're okay with eating the money, which means
bust out in a bad way.
Yeah, if they never live up to expectation.
Yeah, no, that's why I think it's incredibly risky. I understand why they do it, but there's massive risk involved.
But if you can do that, you have money to spend on your team.
Yeah. They all have.
If the Pirates, let's use this as an example. If the Pirates decided that they were going to keep Paul Skeens no matter what, they could afford it.
Yeah,
they could absolutely afford to do it, and it's
then
not.
Why wouldn't you do that?
There's the question.
Well,
because they'd rather put that whatever Paul Skeens is going to cost when he comes around. What, $800
right
million?
there? Okay,
right there.
They'd rather put it in their own pocket than give it to Skeens.
I thought it can't be anything other than greed. I want money.
Look,
Okay,
they're billionaires for a reason, right? So the team that owns, the organization that owns the Blue Jays, Rogers Sportsnet, I believe, they spend money on the player, right? They give Vladdy, but then they go cheap on other things. For example, the Blue Jays, their radio broadcast does not travel.
Really?
So the JB and MJB are in a studio in Toronto.
Oh my God!
This is the Blue Jays who are spending a bunch of money, right? They only travel in the playoffs.
Oh my goodness!
The Angels, Terry Smith is in a hallway down in Anaheim at the stadium, doing that because after COVID, they're like, well, we don't have to travel him. There's no per diem. We don't pay for a hotel. We don't pay for this. They're being cheap like that.
Wow.
There's no need for that.
Wow.
It's incredibly unnecessary. It's literal peanuts in the grand scheme of what these teams are worth and what they're spending anyway. It's like just to put it in instead of spending $1, they're spending 99 cents. Yeah. Like what's the difference once you get to a level where it's there? And
that's why the Dodgers.
Don't get me wrong. You should not be paying $31 for a hot dog and a beer.
No,
but I get it.
But I do. But I like
people
watching
show up.
Shohei.
We shouldn't pay $300 to go to Disneyland, but people show up.
Yeah,
People go get the yellow cups. They do all that.
A beer
stuff.
and a hot dog and 10 strikeouts by Godzilla on the mound.
Hey,
that's worth it.
Yes,
I'll leave it right here. I'll leave it right here. I had a great time.
I bet you did.
Who bought the tickets?
Yeah, not me.
There you
Not
go.
me.
There we go.
No,
if it's free, it's me. Give me 3.
The tickets were granted to us. It was. Oh yeah, she's mad at us again. It was a very fun night.
Man, we're gonna have to get rid of the speaker.
We had a great time.
We had a T-shirt we can give her.
Okay. All right. Let's circle back to LeBron and his desire or lack thereof for a retirement tour. We'll get into that coming up in just a little bit. We're here at the El Cab Country Club in beautiful Tarzana, California. A little Valley Day here for the LA Eagle. I should say the JM Eagle LA Championship.
Well, she made the putt. Not our fault. Not our fault.
Not our fault. Not our fault. Sean Malloy is going to join us as well. He's the marketing director for this fabulous tournament, and we will speak with him coming up next. And let me tell you about my friends at Rotolo Chevrolet. These are another group of guys that just understand how to do it right, much like we were talking about that baseball team that understands how to do it right. Give people a product that they love, treat them with a great deal of respect, give them a great value, and everything else is going to take care of itself. And that's what they do at Rotolo Chevrolet. every single day. Incredible selection, incredible pricing, and customer service that's going to make your socks roll up and down. Why do you think Mike Capozio is dancing all the time? Because he's having a great time. He knows what's up. He knows you're going to love your Silverado. I love mine. I've bought cars from Rotolo Chevrolet. I've sent other folks out to go buy cars at Rotolo Chevrolet, and they say the same thing. Travis, you were right. Go see for yourself what all the fun's about at Rotolo Chevrolet. Right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit. You can't miss it. And tell them that I sent you in there. They're going to take incredible care of you either way. And if you're thinking, Trav, awesome. Really want to do that. But, man, I live on the west side. I'm out here in the valley. Can't get all the way out to Fontana. No problem. RotoloChevy.com. ROTOLO. RotoloChevy.com. And tell them that Travis sent you in.
How are you? It's Dr. Robert Clapper. Guess what? The Weekend Warriors Show is back Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA, thanks to Cedars-Sinai. Cedars-Sinai is a global leader in orthopedics, offering a range of solutions in all orthopedic subspecialties to get you back to doing the things you love. Don't miss the Weekend Warriors Show with me, Dr. Clapper, Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Pizza Hut is bringing the heat with their new hand-tossed crust. Crispy and golden on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside, finished with buttery garlic parm seasoning in every bite. And right now, grab a large pizza with any 3 toppings for just $11.99, delivery or carryout. When you're hungry for big flavor, keep the Pizza Hut coming with the $11.99 large 3-topping deal. Order now at pizzahut.com or download the Pizza Hut app.
Limited time offer. Additional charges for extra cheese and toppings, stuffed crust, and original pan.
It's almost Earth Day, and that's when I like to grow things like pansies. And money in my pocket at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Rewards members get a free Earth Day reusable utensil set the 22nd while supplies last.
Number 2.
We're giving away a Polaris Razor Pro R Ultimate April 30th.
And the number 1 reason.
Pool season is on. The Oasis Pool and Lazy River are open. Party in the cabana.
Morongo, good times.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. Ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show, your Friday afternoon, live from El Cab, El Caballero Country Club in the Valley on a Friday. Get ready for some beautiful LPGA action. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show rolls on for your Friday right now.
It's the Gopher.
There it is right there. I'm giving it to you.
Popping his head out.
There it is.
Caddyshack action. And sure, we are here at beautiful El Cab, like Chris said, and it is a beautiful day. We are joined right now by Sean Malloy, who is the marketing director for JM Eagle, who, of course, is the title sponsor of the LA Championship here. Sean, thanks again for having us out. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you guys again this year. And it's a beautiful day here in SoCal, and we're grateful to all the people that are coming out and grateful to our first responders that have been here all day. We've had LA SWAT team here. We had LA Fire here. We love our community. And, with Walter and Shirley Wang, the CEO of JM Eagle and the CEOs of JM Eagle and Plattsburgh, we're rebuilding LA. We're rising from the ashes, as we say. 2025 was about relief efforts with helping with temporary housing, getting people, the immediate things that they needed right away. 2026 has been about rebuilding. So, in Altadena, we are rebuilding 5 firefighters that lost their homes in Altadena right now. And 2 of them are up and going, and the other 3 are coming along pretty quickly. We just got some permitting stuff going on there. And, we we got into this, Walter and Shirley and JM Eagle got into this to the LPGA to elevate women's athletics. You know, we were like, if the boys are making so much money, why can't the girls? And once JM joined a couple of years ago and we started to raise the bar, we saw that kind of spilled out into other tournaments. So right now we're at $3.75 million.
Wow.
And
in prize money?
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know, that's the purse, and it, you know, it continues to go up all across the board at all the other LPGA tournaments. This is our home. Last year we were the only tournament that was going right after the fires. And we're going to be here for the long haul. You know, JM builds America's modern infrastructure, 17 plants across the country, 2 distribution centers in big towns and you know, in big cities and small towns alike. And, you know, this is a great field that we're out here today. We've got 23 major champions, 23 rookies. We've got Aphrodite Dang, 17 years old.
Aphrodite?
Yes.
Love that name.
Yes,
Yeah.
Aphrodite Dang. Sorry, she's 16 years old.
16.
She's our sponsor exemption out there. The players love it, whether they're veterans or whether they're rookies. You know, we won Tournament of the Year 2 years ago, and we just want everyone to come out and have a good time. We want you to bring your kids. We've got Kids Day tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
There you go.
If you're a fire victim, if you lost your home, come out. We'll get you in right for free. You know, first responders of all the different divisions, come on out. We're super grateful to LA Fire, Cal Fire, that have been such a big help with all of what we're doing. And, you know, $6.5 million is what we've done so far. We're looking forward to doing more. We've got a lot of projects in the works here. And, you know, like I said, JM Eagle is here for the City of Angels. It's our home, and we're excited. Come out and celebrate with us.
Definitely.
We've got beautiful weather, great food, great fun,
Beautiful.
and world-class athletes.
First of all, you were supposed to be sitting down. See?
Would you like me to sit down?
I would love for
I
you
didn't
to
want.
sit down.
Sean
See?
doesn't have a seat. Well, there we go.
got
We
these
can pull-
nice
we can pull a
chairs,
chair in for Sean as
and
well.
you stand
Okay.
up on
Well,
them.
I didn't want to make our guest feel uncomfortable, DeMarco.
We
He was
shook
gonna
on it.
stand. I was going to stand.
DeMarco, I wanted you to see my pants.
I did from last year. You know we're going to talk about the pants.
I'm not
Love
going to
the
lie,
pants.
Sean. Yeah.
Yes. And the second thing, do you know the lady that does the quiet stick over there, right there? Because I don't think she likes us very much right now.
You know, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm a very loud guy.
Okay.
So I don't think any of them.
No, you didn't do it. We did it.
She's she almost gave you the eye.
See, there she is
Now
right
she's
there.
giving
See?
it to you, Sean. There
See?
you go.
There it is right
Yeah,
there.
She's making sure that you don't speak too loudly.
No, you said the word rebuild, and usually, I guess in sports, rebuild is a bad thing. That means, you know, you're trying to come back or get back to glory, but rebuild is a positive. You're actually going – you're rebuilding homes. You're rebuilding lives. I think that's awesome to go from where you were last year to this year. Progress is being made.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, a lot of our – you know, I don't know if people know what we do, but we're the largest manufacturer of PVC and PE pipe in the United States. We are all over the place. So your electricity comes through a JM Eagle pipe. Your clean drinking water comes through a JM Eagle pipe. Your sewage is taken away from your house in a JM Eagle pipe. We are modern. We're a green energy builder. We're a green energy manufacturer, and we're all around you. We're in Disneyland. We're in SoFi Stadium. We're in your house. We're at Home Depot. We're at Lowe's. We're the city of LA buys our pipes. So we just want to bring that and elevate what we do for America's infrastructure. We want to do that for women's professional golf, and we hope all women's sports. Walter and Shirley are huge fans of equality for all.
Sean Malloy is our guest. He's the marketing director for JM Eagle. We're here at El Cab Country Club in Tarzana for the JM Eagle LA Championships, which are going on right now through the weekend. And like you mentioned, this is your home in Los Angeles. And, you know, DeMarco, I'm an LA native, DeMarco's Bay Area native. And when you're in big cities like the Bay Area, like DeMarco's lived here forever as well in LA, to make a splash in LA, to cut through in LA, to make sure that there is, you know, this is a big-time town. We like big-time events. How do you put this event on the map, and how do you continue to grow it like you already have?
Right. I mean, it takes a lot of people. It's years in planning. Every year the tournament takes hundreds and hundreds of people to plan.
Mm-hmm.
And it all starts at the top. Walter and Shirley want a first-class A-list event, and that starts on a Tuesday with a VIP party. All the players come. There's prizes. You can win a Mercedes. There's insanely good food, sushi, oysters, all of it. We treat the young
You heard
athletes.
oysters, right?
I heard oysters.
Okay, good.
There
Yeah,
was
I almost broke my neck tapping around to look at him to just make sure.
And nobody throws a party like Walter and Shirley Wang, but the party itself is being thrown not only for our customers, for the JM Eagle customers from all over the country that fly in, but it's for the athletes. These young women inspire us to be better people, and Walter and Shirley treat them like the VIPs that they are. And we do it year in, year out. All of the athletes love it. They all get prizes. They have an amazing time. There's a lot of camaraderie, and that's why we continue to do it. It's for these young women. It's basically, we're looking at, the Olympics of golf right now. There are young women from all over the planet, and to have them all come together, to have them all celebrate, to have them all enjoy the gorgeous, El Caballero Country Club. We're so grateful to be here. It's just beautiful. And, it really does lift the spirits. I was taking a walk earlier with the LA Fire team and with the SWAT guys. And day in and day out, these men and women are on the front lines, fighting to keep us safe in many different ways. And it just felt good for all of them to be here, to get to relax, to have a hot dog, to have a, fancier thing in the VIP suite, and to walk the course, to get to meet some of the players. Andrea Lee was up meeting the guys. And, some of the athletes go out to the firehouses and get to interact with the guys and the girls at the firehouses. It's really fun. We're all about having a good time, but really moving us forward. As a city, as a nation, we want people to be better than where they were, right? And that's what we think we're doing with women's athletics, with the LPGA, and that's what we do with America's modern infrastructure as well.
I was just thinking, like, homegrown talent would be like at a premium. You want people from here to play in this tournament and be great. Whoever the white whale is of the LPGA right now, who would that be? Yeah, and then you want people from here to win here, right?
Yeah. I mean, we've got athletes, from USC, from Pepperdine, from UCLA.
Yeah,
we had Brianna Doe on the show the other day.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, and it's great to see young women from SoCal being here.
Yeah.
And get to have them interact with young women from Taiwan, from China, from India, from all these wonderful countries.
I would defend it. There'd be no way, if I'm from here, that I would lose here. Ever.
Got to defend the home
and
course.
believe me, they are all wanting to defend their home turf and,
there you go.
And be the champion. And, we'll find out who that is Sunday afternoon. But it is just exhilarating to see all these young women playing.
All right, Sean, last one before we let you go. We're talking with Sean Malloy, the marketing director for JM Eagle. The pants.
Yes.
Is this like a one-off, or do you have a closet full of these things?
So
for those of you that are not watching us on YouTube, we're talking black pants. It's got kind of a floral, leafy pattern going on. There's a lot there, Sean.
There is a lot there. I'm a man of many colored pants. I think life is way too short to wear boring clothes.
All right.
Yes.
And you'll see me all week long. They get more heightened as the days go on.
We're climbing the ladder.
We climb the ladder, and we're going to end
This
with
is
something.
Friday.
This is
Okay.
Friday.
This is Friday.
On Tuesday, we were a little more subdued, but
Okay.
still a little crazy. Come Sunday, if you're out here, come and see me. You'll see I'm going to have JM Eagle pants on that I had made.
I need that. I need that.
Come out and join us and have a great time. Celebrate these young women. Let's rise from the ashes together. America's modern infrastructure built by JM Eagle.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Sean
sir.
Malloy, marketing director for JM Eagle, and our host out here at El Cab Country Club. Sean, thank you so much.
Thank you
really
guys so much.
enjoyed it.
I need that tailor. I need that tailor.
I'd like to see you with a pair of pants like that. I really would.
It just like that, but just bigger.
It would have to say,
I got a guy.
We need more foliage.
Marco.
Foliage. I had a golf question for you.
Yeah.
Who was I talking to? We were saying, like, why do golf championships? Why are they jugs?
Oh, you mean like the trophy itself?
Yeah, why are the trophies jugs?
I don't know. It's a good
boxing,
question.
You get belts. Why golf and jugs? Do you know?
Maybe we like to party afterward.
I'm assuming it had something to do with beer. Yeah.
Something, wine, champagne?
Something.
I don't know. I think it goes back quite you'd have to go back to the beginning of golf and see why it was. I think that they've gotten progressively bigger.
Yeah.
Ours is quite large. It's on display. People
It's
can
right over there, right?
Yeah. They can come take selfies with it. And
But it's
quite
something that can
beautiful.
carry a beverage. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically you could put a couple of large punch bowls in that thing.
Yeah.
You get pretty tossed if you drink all that.
I think that's the answer right there.
Big Stanley Cup, only bigger, right?
But when you're out here, when you come out this weekend and see, you will notice there is an eagle resting on a golf ball made of gold on top of it. Come out and check it out and take a good
pretty
picture.
cool trophy.
It's a beautiful trophy.
Photo op.
Outstanding. Thank you again, Sean.
Absolutely, guys.
Appreciate
Thanks so much. Always a pleasure to see you both.
My man.
Thanks for all you did,
All right,
guys.
we're going to
Thank
come
you.
back with the race race to the crown, and I heard a little during the Game of Games. They were talking a little Game of Thrones, a little Game of Thrones inspired race to the crown coming up next. We are here at El Cab Country Club. It is the JM Eagle LA Championship presented by Plus Pro. DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
And listen to DeMarco and Travis all week long. Well, today for your chance to win tickets for the May 22nd Angel versus Texas Rangers game at Angel Stadium. When you hear the cue to call, be ready to call in and score your tickets. The excitement of Angels baseball lives on ESPN LA, and Pachanga Resort Casino is taking you to the game.
The Black and Gold are semifinals bound in the CONCACAF Champions Cup.
LAFC have buried Cruz Azul in the quarterfinal. Then he flips us into the semis.
But first, it's back to MLS play at BMO Stadium as LAFC hosts San Jose in a Western Conference showdown. Can the Black and Gold keep the momentum rolling at BMO? Los Angeles Football Club versus San Jose Earthquakes.
Coverage begins Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
It's NBA and NHL playoff season, and there is no better place to catch the action than Cosm. Hey, it's Mace here, and you got to get into the Cosm Dome and experience every slam dunk, every goal on Cosm's massive, immersive display, and it's so real, you'll feel like you're courtside or right on the glass. Or head to the hall and catch every game on their wall-to-wall LED screens. Great food, amazing drinks, cocktails. Cosm has got it all. No better place to experience the playoffs than Cosm. For game listings and tickets, visit Cosm.com. I'll see you at Cosm.
Hey, Laker fans. 2026 is your time to believe in yourself and succeed when you suit up with National University to pursue a career-focused degree. Take your best shot with NU's Believe and Succeed Scholarship and score up to $6,000 annually toward an industry-current bachelor's or master's degree. 4 or 8 week courses, flexible online options, plus free tutoring, career counseling, and more. Apply by July 31st at nu.edu. Terms and conditions apply.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text TIP to 215215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text TIP to 215215. That's TIP to 215215.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The home of USC football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
It's time for Race to the Crown right now on the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Race to the Crown is driven by Rotolo Chevrolet, California's #1 Chevy dealer 13 straight years. Huge inventory, outstanding service. Rotolo takes pride in doing it right. Rotolo Chevrolet, #1 for a reason. Time for Race to the Crown right now.
All right, guys, so I'm going to bring us in here. So, yes, in honor of Game of Thrones premiere on HBO in 2011, we are drafting our favorite TV shows. As always, I don't pick the order, the wheel does. And Travis, you got the honor of going first.
Ooh.
So you're going to start us off with this.
Every TV show in the world. You can
Okay. So this is, man, this is one I think you don't want the first pick because there's so many good choices.
So many,
I feel like I'm going to leave a lot of stuff. I'm going to go with
the draft.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the very obvious one here. I know you love it. I love it. It's old-ish, I guess. But every time I see it on my feed, every time I see the tile on one of those apps, I'm clicking it, and I'm at least going to watch a few minutes. I'll go The Sopranos.
Sopranos,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
#1 show.
I know it's a super obvious pick, but I'm going to take The Sopranos.
That's the one you pick.
Yeah.
You know, I miss that world. I do.
The Sopranos world?
I do. I miss that whole
Being in the
world.
mafia, you miss that?
I miss the show.
Oh, okay.
I do. I miss being in that world.
Take care of that thing?
It was awesome. That thing, the other thing.
Go to the Bada Bing.
The Bada Bing.
I know we've talked about this. Like, the thing that's so crazy to me is how funny that show was.
Yeah.
It was like Paulie Walnuts is an incredibly funny television character.
I lost a friend over this.
Really?
Because this was back when we had the DVDs.
Oh, right.
So he bought the DVDs. This is 5 years after the show had ended.
Okay.
And he said he rewatched it and hated it. Right, exactly. Every time I watch it, it gets better and better and better.
You get more and more out of it.
That's what I said. Okay, yes.
I think I picked right.
You definitely. Ooh.
Sorry.
That lady, the lady and the man both.
I'm kidding.
Be quiet, Laura.
Sorry, guys.
Who's next?
Me. Okay.
All right.
So, I feel like all the shows that I'm going to draft, nobody's going to pick, so I'm in a good spot.
Okay.
So, I am a huge, huge fan of Law & Order SVU, and I know DeAndre's never seen it,
Great
but
choice.
that's one of my favorite shows, and I'm going to
Great
take it first.
Great show.
All right, DeAndre, you go next.
Do I have to whisper as well?
No. Yes, DeAndre.
You can talk normally.
I love that he did that.
Yes, DeAndre.
I will take Snowfall.
Oh, that's a good show.
What's that?
Show.
Number one.
FX.
FX.
Great
Yeah.
show. Yes.
Okay, Beto?
The Wire.
Ooh. See? Dang.
Yeah,
That's a good
that
Corner
was
Boys.
my other potential number one.
Corner Boys.
That was a good one. All right, DeMarco, you have
I'm
two.
hurt right now. Gosh. You
Before you pick, can I ask you a question about The Wire, Beto?
Yep.
Where this is important. Where do you stand on season 2 of The Wire?
Okay, season 2 because I
On
have
the
a-
docks. We're talking about season on the docks. The Sabatka.
Sabatka.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of longshoreman friends. Shout out to all the ILW. I can understand that world. But it was a little slow. But it was very, very important.
Yes, I loved it too. I loved it too. I thought it was an incredible season, and everybody kind of craps on it, and I thought it was terrific.
That was the
Good.
changing of the guard of realizing that you can't do the things the way it used to be.
Absolutely.
Okay. Then I'm going to go for the block because I knew Sopranos would be gone. The Wire would be gone. And I'm like, I've already consumed them.
Okay.
So let me throw it this way and claim a series that I know we love right now. I want Landman.
Oh,
Landman.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
a show.
Okay.
I'm going to work backwards.
Landman's good.
Yes, I'm
Landman's
taking
good. I
and
love
it's
that show.
speculative because we got to see what they do for an encore.
They're 2 for 2 in the
But
first
so
2 seasons.
far, it's been great.
Yeah.
So I'll claim Landman.
All right, you get another one.
Okay, then I'll go back, and this is a show that's personal to me. I don't think you were into Transformers and robots and all stuff that transform.
Not as much.
Yeah, you were pitching.
Yeah.
Yeah. It may be sports related. I was home because we weren't playing. Do you guys remember this show called Robotech?
No.
Yeah, it's kind of like Transformers, but it was straight from Japan.
Okay.
And they had transforming like airplanes and whatnot, and it was the coolest thing ever. It's the only time I can remember wanting to rush home from school
To see a show.
because it started like 28 minutes after the last bell.
I did have a show kind of like that. Do you remember Voltron?
I do.
I loved Voltron.
Okay, kind of the same, right?
Yeah.
But what's the one thing they don't do in Voltron?
I don't know.
No one dies.
Oh, yeah. They kept
Because
fighting the same guy over. and over.
Robotech, different deal.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying. They let
They're
this one
cleaning
through.
people out.
Oh, yeah. People, when you blow up, you're done. So,
I
yeah,
like it.
Robotech.
All right, Beto?
Damn. Go back here. All right, I'm going to go this one. I can watch all the time. Married with Children.
Oh, okay.
Give me Al Bundy and No Ma'am.
That was their little gang, right?
Cliff.
Their little club.
Officer.
You know what's hard though? Like when I
I
put
mean,
this
it doesn't hold
together,
up. It's so bad.
It's just
But hilarious.
I was trying to make it like, okay, do we do 90s? Do we do early 2000s? But it's just because you can rewatch these shows now with streaming, and it doesn't even matter. All right, DeAndre, what you got?
Give me The Office.
Oh,
Great choice.
What? I never would have thought that from you.
Yeah, me
Great
neither.
choice.
Really? It's a really
Yeah.
good show. You got to have a sense of
I
humor.
haven't
for that
really
show.
watched
I
it.
love
I'm not
that.
gonna lie.
DeAndre, watching The Office makes you never want to have a real job.
Yeah, for real. You're not lying.
Wow.
Very true.
Okay, so I know no one's going to take this one, and I don't care. I grew up on it. I love it, and half of y'all probably do not know what it is, but El Chavo del Ocho was like something that I would like. That was my thing, like growing up with
Cartoonish.
It's like very cartoonish, but it is skits, right? It was basically about a kid that lived homeless and lived in a barrel in a little neighborhood, and you had that guy that never paid his rent, and then you had his like daughter, and it was always drama.
Bad Bunny did it on SNL.
Oh, did
Yes.
he?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I love that,
John
and
Hamm.
I knew nobody was going to take it, but I was like, you know what, I'm still going to do
What,
it.
you didn't think Travis would take that?
What's the name of the show again?
El Chavo del Ocho.
El
Chavo del
The
Ocho.
kid from Eight.
Ocho.
Yes.
The kid from 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So great. I love that show. So I'm going to take that. Travis?
I get 2, right?
Yes, sir.
I have 4 that I want.
See?
Okay, I'm gonna take these. These are all number one draft choices to me, and I got to get something. I got something very serious with The Sopranos with my top pick, so I need something a little lighter. So I'm going to take The Simpsons with my next one.
Oh, that's a great one.
I love The Simpsons. I still get a kick out of it. I still kind of rewatch some of the older ones every once in a while.
Is that your third choice?
No, it's my second choice.
Okay.
My third. I still have three, and there are three like heavyweights and I don't know which one to pick.
You got to pick it.
I'm going to take Breaking Bad.
Oh, I was going to go there.
I'm going to take Breaking Bad with my third.
You know why I'm agape.
I do.
Okay.
I do, but I took my comedy with The Simpsons, so I'm going to leave the other one there for somebody else if they want to take it, and I still have two that I want on my list.
We're mind-melding because that's where I'm at. Yeah,
I'm going to go with Breaking Bad.
Wow.
Okay, so I have about 3 or 4 that I also have in my brain that are just kind of rattling. Entourage was one of them.
Okay.
I'm not going to go with that one, so, whoever wants to take it. I'm going to go because you went The Simpsons, and I wasn't sure if we were going there or not. South Park.
Oh, sure.
I love South Park.
Yeah.
So,
Kenny.
So, okay.
Good choice.
Yeah, great choice.
All right, DeAndre.
Shout out to my pops. This is for him. Give me the Power. Power. That's my.
Oh, that's a good one.
My show right there.
Yeah.
So we
That's
always
a good
watch
one.
it together. Yeah, give me Power.
Damn, how you go from Power in The Office?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I like that. I like that. I'm like you.
Eclectic. Yeah.
Super eclectic. All right, Beto.
Oh, man. Well, I'm going to do it for my pops, too. Chappelle Show.
Oh, my God.
Charlie Murphy's my dad.
Nice.
That show, every
Still
time you
holds
see one, it's like he's not going to do it, and he does
And
it
he
every
does it.
single
He's gonna
time.
do it. Blouses. Oh, that good
Skins
stuff.
versus shirts versus blouses.
Oh, my goodness.
Incredible.
Charlie Murphy, the milk gone bland.
DeMarco.
All right, so
Keep rounding
I'm with
us up.
you. There's so many of them, and you got one choice left, so I got to combine. And not because we had the creator on yesterday,
Ooh, I hate you.
but Blackish
Yeah.
has come into my life, and it has taken
Damn good
over.
show.
Love that show.
Great
and
show.
there's a show I love that I can't say anymore. It's kind of replaced that.
Yeah.
It's funny,
Yeah.
so I want to say Martin, but I need to put them all in one show. I get them all out of Blackish. You know what I mean?
It's a good choice.
That's my third choice.
We
Nay,
did-
nay.
Right. I get them all.
We did talk about that yesterday when we were talking about like the Jamie Foxx show and the Steve Harvey show. And like for me, a lot of the shows that I grew up on were not shows that you would be like, oh, they're amazing. But for me, like One-on-One or All of Us or The Girlfriends, who, by the way, Kenya wrote for in the game, like I love those shows. But, they're not shows that are like, ooh, they're up to the Sopranos level or anything like that we picked. But we actually had really eclectic list there.
Is that everybody?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, there's two that I have to mention because I want them on my list, and
Nobody got Entourage.
Nobody
doesn't
took,
hold up.
nobody
I like
took
that show.
Seinfeld. That's one that could have gone.
I thought you would get
I thought
that.
you would pick that in a
If
heartbeat.
you told me to I can only watch one moving forward, I would pick The Simpsons over Seinfeld by a hair. But Mad Men is another one that I
Parks and
really
Rec.
wanted. Parks and Rec
Parks
is
and Rec.
good.
As a Parks and Rec employee, yeah, that's right.
Parks and Rec is really funny.
I
but
got a show I'd never. Two shows that I watched, and I was afraid to tell anybody, especially you two.
Oh.
I never missed Big Love. From HBO.
Yeah, Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton and Sex in the City.
I love Sex
Every
in the City.
single episode.
So Susan watched that show, so I am familiar
love
with
it.
it. It wasn't terrible.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it was
loved
it was
Let
watchable
me get a
enough.
Cosmo. We're good.
See, you're right.
The Manalo Blahnik.
Do not sleep on a Cosmo. I will.
No.
I will
I
all
only need
day
one, though.
long.
Only one.
Yeah.
The new show, though, the spin-off or whatever of Sex in the City with Sarah Jessica Parker, I wasn't like a huge fan of.
I didn't see that one.
And so it has
I
her.
didn't see that one.
But
And
I didn't pick NCIS, which I'm kind of mad about.
in honor of John Ireland as well, because we're going to have our little
wait.
competition, The West Wing.
Oh, I thought you were going to go
Yeah.
somewhere else with that.
90210 Melrose.
In honor of Ireland, I thought you were going to go Baywatch.
Baywatch.
He does one.
Because he always says the Baywatch channel.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
watches Baywatch.
There's a Baywatch channel
Have you
on,
not
like,
listened to
on
Ireland?
Sling or
Oh,
something
my
like
God.
that. Right?
That
Tubi,
Ireland
something
tracks.
like that.
It's on his
Yeah.
It's on his Fire Stick.
Wow.
I think it is on Amazon. It's on one of those as well. All right.
We love John.
That tracks. ESPN LA is live from the Rams block party at Hollywood Park in Inglewood 1 week from today and the day before, Thursday, April 23rd and Friday, April 24th. Days 1 and 2 of the draft. You can catch Mason and Ireland, speaking of, and our show, the DeMarco and Trav show. So we're going to break down the moves that the Rams will make and how this draft shapes the season. Plus, enjoy the fanfare with rides, games, and nonstop Rams vibes all weekend long. benefiting the Rams Foundation. Join us for the Rams Draft Party, only with ESPN LA, home of the LA Rams. And I like that. We could do that draft every other week, and we could never pick the same shows all over
agree.
again. There's still so much meat
fun.
on the bone there.
Where's
That was a
Happy
lot of
Days
fun.
in your pantheon?
I liked it, but like,
come on, the Fonz was everything
the
for a
Fonz
minute.
was. I don't want to crap on it, but you're putting me in a weird spot. Like, when was the last time you watched it?
Never.
Okay, you and I could write an episode of Happy Days in 10 minutes.
But when we were kids, the Fonz was the. Come
of
on,
course he was.
Tell me you didn't knock on stuff and make it come on.
I like Ralph Mouth. I was a Ralph Mouth guy myself. Race to the Crown is driven by Rotolo Chevrolet, California's #1 Chevy dealer, 13 straight years, huge inventory, outstanding service. Rotolo takes pride in doing it right. Rotolo Chevrolet, #1 for a reason. All right. Mike Trudell will be in attendance on Saturday. What do you call that? Afternoon, evening, 5? Is it 5 or 5:30?
Happy hour.
Happy hour. A little
Lakers
happy hour Laker game. Mike was pretty good at kind of putting together a little roadmap, a little hope, and a little optimism. We'll see how he's feeling about 24 hours or so away from the game. Trudell joins us next. Beto's here with us. We are here at the J. Amigo LA Championship in the Valley at El Cab Country Club in Tarzana. Lots more to get to. DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
Purple and gold playoff energy. The playoffs are here, and it starts with Game 1. All eyes on LeBron James, ready to carry the load on the biggest stage.
Fall away 17-footer good again. LeBron has dialed back the clock.
Standing in the way, Kevin Durant and the Rockets, hungry to steal Game 1. Pre-game starts tomorrow at 4 p.m.
The Lakers' postseason push happens right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Looking for paint that actually lasts? Vista Paint delivers expert quality, rich color, and pro-trusted durability, backed by over 60 years of experience. From your home to your next big project, we've got you covered. Vista Paint, since 1956.
Los Angeles, your chance to win an Aston Martin is waiting for you at Hard Rock Casino Tajon. Unity by Hard Rock members can receive entries on Thursdays and Saturdays in April for a chance to win a 2026 Aston Martin. Not a member yet? Signing up is easy. Visit casino.hardrock.com/Tajon. That's casino.hardrock.com/Tajon. Or download the Unity by Hard Rock app. Hard Rock Casino Tajon. The easiest drive from downtown LA. Details at casino.hardrock.com/Tajon.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installations with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show, 4 o'clock hour, the 4 p.m. Waba Grill Happy Hour. Head to Waba Grill weekdays after 3 p.m. for their $5 happy hour and try their new chili crisp dumplings. Bold, crunchy, and tossed in a fiery crisp. Paired with a premium Waba beverage drink like that new strawberry watermelon lemonade, both for just $5 only at Waba Grill. The 4 p.m. Waba Grill Happy Hour rolls on with DeMarco and Travis right now on ESPN LA.
Beautiful day here at El Cab Country Club. A little wire vibe. Trudell is joining us right now, getting us ready for the Lakers tomorrow at 5:30. Beto has the pregame show starting at 4 o'clock. And we just drafted our favorite TV shows, Trudell. What's number one on your list? All-time favorite TV show?
This is it. DeAndre New went for The Wire. And that'd be my first pick, man.
How often do you rewatch it?
Man, it's been a while since it was. I probably rewatched it at least 2 full times. And now that you mention it, Trav, I think I'm due for a refresh here. So maybe during the playoffs when I'm in Houston for 4 days, I'll whip it out on the HBO app.
I watch the YouTube clips when they explore certain characters like Marlo.
Marlo's terrifying.
Yeah, or Snoop.
Yeah.
And just talk about all the things they did wrong or right. Those things just they draw you back in. You wind up watching the entire series. Okay, so I want my flowers about LeBron and what he said about the retirement tour.
Yeah.
Because I kept saying, this dude's been playing 23 years. Does he really need one? I mean, why do we need to say goodbye to a guy that we've seen for 23 years straight? So I'm not surprised that would come out that he may not want a retirement tour. You think that tracks?
I think that tracks. Like, I think that became sort of like a talking point, right? And none of us really knew. And really, to this point, I'm still not sure that it's 100% either way. I think he could. Well, let's just see what happens in game 1, right? And then we'll get to game 2. But as for whether or not he returns and all that, like I think that he, which is where my head is at right now, am just trying to see. Does he have a swan song here, at least until, right, potentially Luka or Austin Reeves returns, where he can carry a team throughout a full playoff series, which, again, is insane for somebody that is in year 23, which there never has been before. So that's kind of the angle right now, and then, we'll see what comes next.
What are the most important numbers with LeBron? Is it points, assists, rebounds, or minutes played to win this series?
Oh, man, the most important metric for LeBron, like what he's going to do in the series without those other guys, I do think is shot creation, but that doesn't necessarily have to mean that it's him at the top of the key clearing out and running screen roll or doing something else. It's just like it could still be a lot of the actions that they use, the horn sets where they get the defense moving side to side. But I still think that because second and third on the team in terms of shot creation right now are probably Marcus Smart and Luke Kennard, that you're just going to have to index more towards that. And, that is not what he had to do as the primary thing when he was playing alongside Austin and Luka. But just can he get the Lakers good shots against an excellent defense in the half court especially will, I think, be the ultimate challenge for this series.
Trudell is joining us. DeMarco and I are out here at El Cap Country Club for the JM Eagle LA Championships. And it feels like the Lakers haven't played a game in about a month and a half. It's been a really long time since we've seen them on the court. Yeah. And I feel like we've talked about every possibility that could happen and what needs to go right here and who needs to do what. And here's kind of where I landed, and this is what I need you to take me through the rest of it, Trudell, is obviously LeBron needs to be transcendent. If they're gonna win this series, he's gonna have to be maximum LeBron. What's the next most important thing? Because if the LeBron thing doesn't happen, then it doesn't matter what happens after that. But what has to happen after LeBron is transcendent?
Well, for this specific series, it's pretty simple. And I kind of, like you said, we've been over a lot of it this week. But I asked JJ Redick, what was it, 3 days ago in practice? Because they've had 4 straight days of practice. Just essentially, what is the scouting report? And that's with a leaning, kind of knowing that it's going to be an answer of some sort about rebounding. But he went to boxing out. Okay, so like rebounding against Houston, you also want to crash the corners on them on the offensive glass to try and at least sneak into the gaps. But they are the best rebounding team in the NBA, even without Steven Adams. And the Lakers are not in a position right now where they can play the possession game that they could when they had Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. And the easiest way to think about the possession game is just how many shots do you get up? Like, how many times do you have the ball? And obviously, if you turn the other team over a ton, you're going to have more possessions. Obviously, if you get offensive rebounds, you're going to have a lot more possessions. And those are the things that Houston did so well. And if the Lakers could just close that gap between, in the regular season, Houston was 4th, the Lakers were 23rd. If they can get that closer to the middle, then I think they still have enough execution in the half court to actually outlast what Houston does there. That is not Houston's strength. A lot of times it's just, hey, Durant, bail us out with a jump shot. Hey, Şengün, go one-on-one and bail us out. And that's not – they are all tilted towards attacking the offensive glass and getting extra possessions. So that really, Travis, is where this series comes down to. And to be there, the Lakers are at a deficit from an athleticism standpoint. But, they do – assuming we're going to see a little bit more Jared Vanderbilt off the bench, some Jackson Hayes off the bench, and you don't have Luka and Austin out there, this is not an unathletic group right, at this point. It's not they're not Houston, but it's not unathletic. So if they can box out and really use that opportunity then to run in transition themselves, because Houston is sending guys to the backboards on the offensive end, that could be the biggest tilt that we could see in the series.
You know, it's so funny. I hope the Lakers are in shock the world mode. And, you know, when you're around players, when no matter what's going on outside the building, inside, you know they're about to take care of business and do something special. So, but I think it comes down to coaching. And tell me if I'm wrong. Is there something between these two coaches? Because I remember there was a little back and forth about, you know, play that little B to JJ and JJ shooting back at their coach. Is there anything between those two coaches?
Not really. It hadn't actually occurred to me this week that there was. I would say that Ime Udoka probably has little things against most people. That's just how he is.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
he's a real tough guy. Man, this is going way back now, but there was some YouTube video of like him when he was playing for the Nigerian national team, I think, and like fighting half of a gym that came down and rushed the court. There's something like that. And that kind of bravado that he carries, I think, is certainly part of it. And Redick is not a guy that's scared to talk or is going to back down. You know, he's a very strong, confident person too. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's something like that, but I don't think it's necessarily a storyline. The way that I look at it more is just like from a competition standpoint, I think going in, the Lakers understand that they're not the favorites based on who they have out. But even, I don't know if it's the same way for you guys. Like if you gave me a basketball right now, I can't play. I haven't played in 5 years competitively since I got 7 stitches the last time I played by smashing heads with somebody. And you put an NBA player on the other side. Like I know in my head that it's unlikely that I'm going to win, but I will try to talk myself into it and we'll see. And, we'll see what happens. Like, you have to have that sort of mindset, and I think most of these players do. The last point I would make about that, this is not the Oklahoma City Thunder or even the San Antonio Spurs. Like, the Rockets are very good, but they're not a juggernaut. They have flaws. You can game plan them in specific ways that I don't think you could make up for, like, this much talent out against one of those other two teams, as I just said, even in Denver. Like, they do have holes. And I think that the Lakers have spent this week really focusing on how they can exploit them.
Mike Trudell joining us, getting us ready for tomorrow's Laker game, first game of the first round, Western Conference playoffs. And not that there's an answer to this because he scored, a billion points in the league. But what do you do with Kevin Durant? Who gets the first crack at him? Do you just keep throwing one guy after the next at him? How do you try to at least make life hard on KD?
Yeah, the reason that he's who he is that he's such a great shooter, and he's shooting the ball from way higher of a release point than almost anybody else that's ever had a good shot. So ultimately, all you can really do is contest. What I will say is that he's not a huge threat to get downhill and go to the rim. So you kind of just have to, stay in front and then hope he misses. And the second answer to that is that he's still at this point of his career, and this is the difference between him and LeBron. He's not great at handling pressure in terms of sending a second guy. And we saw that in the first game, especially in March when the Lakers beat the Rockets convincingly. The first game, it was a back-to-back. Şengün didn't play. And oftentimes he's the outlet for teams that want to blitz Durant, and then it's harder to do that. So I think they're going to have to pick their spots a little bit. Otherwise, Şengün can kill you in the short roll there, and once he's playing 4-on-3. But, anytime in the fourth quarter, if it's Durant that's out there and Şengün isn't, then you're sending a second body at Durant and hoping that they kick the ball all over the place, which, again, they are susceptible to. And they also don't have good spacing for a team. This is one of the worst three-point shooting teams just in terms of, like, shooting talent that's out there. We're talking about, Josh Okogie, Amen Thompson, Tari Eason. All three of those guys have really struggled to shoot the basketball from the perimeter this year. So what that means is that you're pulling a guy off of one of those guys. And one of them is always going to be out there. And you're using that guy to either shade over to Durant or shade over to Şengün. And if Houston's role players hit a bunch of threes this series, Lakers are dead. That's just, you have to live with something. And I think rather than just letting Durant, shoot those pretty jump shots over the top or letting Şengün back down anybody into the post, you're going to take some chances that those other guys aren't going to be able to consistently hit shots.
Is this right? DeAndre Ayton hasn't led the Lakers in scoring one time this year? Not once?
That sounds right. I mean, just for starters, Luka Doncic is on his team, so that takes out most any game that he's in, right?
Good point. Yep.
Like, I'm looking at early in the season, like Austin Reeves in the third and fourth games had 51 and 41. Oh no, DeAndre. Okay, here's one. DeAndre led the Lakers at Portland with 29 points. That was on November 3rd.
Did they win?
And they won. And then he led them in scoring again in Toronto, January 18th. And so those are the two. But hey, that's not bad.
The reason I brought it up is going back to Udoka is you have an idea of what he's probably going to try to do to LeBron, attack him, blitz him, and then who else for the Lakers needs to step up? So why not him?
Yeah.
And then I wondered like how many times he's actually led the team in scoring. And he might have to. If you're going to try to pull off the miracle, he may have to be the guy. He may be the MVP of the first round.
Well, he's definitely – I would just put it like this. Aiden he's had some games where he's been excellent. He's had some games where he has struggled. And I think that if you're looking at a 7-game series, what the Lakers need is for him to be much closer to good and at least solid 4 out of the 7 games, right? Like he is not paid like a player, as we've talked about this all year on your show, guys. Like he is not a star, right? He's making like $8 million. He is a guy that you need to play a role and play it well. But, if he steps up and does play great, then DeMarco, then they will win. Like that's kind of the inverse of it. So he does represent a lot of upside there, but it doesn't have to be him. It could be Jackson Hayes in that same spot, dunking a bunch and screen roll the second unit. It could be, Luke Kennard just really continuing to play so well on the ball. And because you can put him on the ball, then that frees LeBron up from having to do it all the time. It could be Marcus Smart, who's going to have the ball in his hands more. It's going to get more shots up. So, that part of it to me is, yes, if Ayton plays great, then your team is going to win. But you can say that about guys on Houston as well. Like, take Jabari Smith. If he's shooting the three really well, they're going to win. If Amen Thompson somehow finds a way to hit shots on top of all the tip dunks that he's going to get and all the stuff he's getting just by being a absurd athlete, then they will win. But you're not wrong. Like, it's DeAndre definitely needs to step up. And if they can get him to be more consistent this series, that's great. You can't expect that it's going to happen going in because he hasn't been that consistent all year.
All right, Trudell, last one for you before we let you go here, and I'll give you the floor. You can take 30 seconds, a minute, or whatever you need to do. Season 2 of The Wire, go.
I mean, Season 2 is where you kind of need to, like, the first time that I saw it, and you're going in thinking like, oh, I want to be with Stringer and Avon, like I want to see what's going on, with the drug deals and everything, and you're like, who's this Sabaka guy, and really is the port really something that's that interesting? But if you stick with it, there is brilliance in there. All right, so it's a little bit the way that I tell people when you watch season 1, it might take a little bit, like let it build. Actually watch. You can't be on your device the whole time. Like if I'm watching Real Housewives of something with my wife and I'm on my phone for 90% of the time, like you actually have to look at the screen and think about what they're trying to tell you. And that's part of the mastery and the beauty of The Wire is that not every drug dealer is bad just because. Not every cop is good just because. Not every journalist is corrupt. Like they're really trying to get into the complexities of what it's like and how much where you come from influences things and how much your upbringing and your parents and whatever a teacher that may happen to have stepped up, like in think about season 4. So that's my pitch on season 2. Just hang with it. You're might be a little confused at first, but there's a reason that they're doing it.
Trudell, much like I sent you a picture of my martini last weekend, I'm trying to build the relationship between the two of us so we get to know each other a little better. We're in lockstep on season 2. I know a lot of people crap on it, and I love season 2. I think it's essential to understanding the rest of the entire Baltimore universe. So, well done.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's a TV knower take right there. That's a TV knower
take. Yeah. Well, you're going to turn you into a martini knower, too, because I'm going to send you another picture in about, 4 hours. So buckle up. That's going to happen.
To help him with his food takes.
Travis, tonight the Twins they have a soccer scrimmage going straight into a baseball game, and I'm running Game Changer in the baseball game. So I'll see if any of the parents have a problem with any of my rulings.
I don't need to know. They already do. They 100% will. When little Timmy,
we'll see if they're willing to tell me that. Let me put it like that.
That's different. Yeah, with little Timmy, when the ball goes through his legs and you scored an error, they're gonna have issues.
That's
with
not
it.
an error.
Yeah. Oh, that ball's hit hard. That ball's hit hard for sure. Thanks, Trudell. We'll talk to you soon. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, guys. See you later.
All right.
Got it. Yeah.
I feel a little bit better.
There's always a chance.
Yeah.
There's always a chance.
Like I said, it's like he explained in every detail the gallows. Yeah. The blade is right there. It's very sharp. When this comes down, your head comes off. Right.
That's exactly
that's about what's going to happen.
what is very, very likely to happen. Do you want to see the Angels take on the Rangers? Call 877-710-ESPN right now. And if you are caller number 7, if you are caller number 10, both of you will win a pair of tickets to see the Angels take on the Rangers on May 22nd. All fans in attendance will receive a free Pechanga Resort Casino Angels hat, so don't miss your chance to be there. The excitement of Angels baseball lives on ESPN LA, and Pechanga Resort Casino is taking you to the game. Caller number 7 and caller number 10 win a pair of tickets to see the Angels and the Rangers. 877-710 ESPN 877-710-3776. Pechanga Pick of the Week is coming up in just a couple of seconds. And DeMarco, reading that Angel solicit reminded me. I want to talk about Garrett Anderson a little bit. Garrett Anderson was a terrific player, and we lost him earlier today. We'll talk about that as well. It's all coming up. DeMarco and Trav, ESPN LA.
How are you? It's Dr. Robert Clapper. Guess what? The Weekend Warriors Show is back Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA, thanks to Cedars-Sinai. Cedars-Sinai is a global leader in orthopedics, offering a range of solutions in all orthopedic subspecialties to get you back to doing the things you love. Don't miss the Weekend Warriors Show with me, Dr. Clapper, Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
LA's biggest pizza party is back. Pizza City Fest returns to LA Live April 25th and 26th. Bigger, bolder, and cheesier than ever. 40 of Southern California's top pizzerias. 2 epic days. 1 massive celebration of pizza. An all-inclusive ticket delivers unlimited pizza tastings, unlimited beverages, and unlimited desserts. All for just $99. Pizza City Fest at LA Live, across from Crypto.com Arena, April 25th and 26th. Tickets on sale now at LALive.com/Pizza City Fest.
The Loan Exchange is proud to introduce the Free Closer, a jumbo 30-year fixed loan up to $3 million. With no closing costs, you could save around $40,000 in fees like points and appraisals that many lenders charge on a $2 million loan. Today's 30-year Free Closer rate is 5.875% rate and APR. That makes refinancing simple. The only question is whether it lowers your payment without increasing your balance. And if rates drop again, you can do it again and save even more. Today's 30-year Free Closer rate is 5.875% rate and APR. If your mortgage rate is over 6%, it's a total no-brainer. Why pay to close a loan when you can exchange it for free at theloanexchange.com? NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. That's theloanexchange.com. Theloanexchange.com. To exchange higher payments for lower ones.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show, 4 o'clock hour, the 4 p.m. Waba Grill Happy Hour. Head to Waba Grill weekdays after 3 p.m. for their $5 happy hour and try their new chili crisp dumplings. Bold, crunchy, and tossed in a fiery crisp. Paired with a premium Waba beverage drink like that new strawberry watermelon lemonade, both for just $5 only at Waba Grill. The 4 p.m. Waba Grill Happy Hour rolls on with DeMarco and Travis right now on ESPN LA.
WrestleMania is this weekend, absolutely, and it's 2 days. I am so excited. I know I was bored. I forgot. There's another match. You got CM Punk and Roman Reigns going at it for the strap. That's going to be fun. I'm not a Cody Rhodes fan, but I do like how this is ending up. Randy Orton, the guy's going to save the business. You know how you save the business? You end Cody Rhodes. First time ever I'm going to actually root for Randy Orton in a match, so this will be fun. So that's 18th and 19th. It's 2 days. Also, Brock Lesnar's on the card. And anytime he's in the ring, you're never sure what's going to happen because he can really take your head off.
Yeah.
But he's going against a guy named Obafemi who's just as big and as powerful, so they're guaranteed to tear the house down. So 18th, 19th, this weekend, that is my Pachanga pick of the week. Do you have one? I'm sure there's a Dodger game. Yeah.
There is. Here's my Pachanga pick of the week.
Okay.
Roki Sasaki is pitching on Sunday against the Rockies. And I don't care if he gives up 100 runs and 100 home runs, as long as the walks are not where they're not supposed to be, I think we're taking a step in the right direction. If they clobber him, good. It means he's throwing the ball over the plate. If he walks a bunch of guys, then they got to really seriously consider doing something else.
Don't you have to earn your spot up here? If you get shelled again, right?
You know, I shouldn't say he hasn't because he was so good in the postseason.
You work with him?
Yeah. Oh, they're not going to hit the break. They may AAA him.
That's what I mean.
I think the AAA is going to be a last-ditch thing for him.
Well, Snell's coming back eventually.
Well, the thing with Roki is he's very sensitive at 23 years old. Remember?
He's young.
Not because he cried or anything, but he's still trying to make the adjustment from Japan baseball to U.S. because the ball's different. It's slick a different kind of way. Learning how to make his adjustment, his workout system – compared to what the Dodgers front office wants to work on. So there's been a clash between them of like, my philosophy, your philosophy, we got to find somewhere in the middle.
I totally understand all of that, and I'm not discounting it. Let's throw the ball over the plate.
Yes.
Like that doesn't need translation.
Yeah.
That throwing strikes is not something that is lost in going from this league to that league. Let's
not
throw
asking
it over
too
the
much.
plate. Yeah.
I'm not asking
you
too
might
much.
see
Just
this,
throw strikes.
Marco, where they put him on the list where, he has like a
knee.
strained something.
A
right?
knee.
Where you can't tell, but then they keep him up here to work out with their mental coaches, with their actual coaches, where they just make sure he still gets the big league treatment as they work through things.
Here's what I want to see him do, though. I want to see him get some guys out.
Yeah.
Like even if it's AAA guys, like the idea of working on the side, yeah, great. But the second he steps back on the rubber at Dodger Stadium, it's like that's a major league hitter down there.
Yeah.
Like let's see him get guys out, rebuild some of that confidence that you're talking about, because just ball 4, ball 8, ball 12, it's not working.
Too finesse.
Yeah. Pachanga Resort Casino stay and play package, deluxe room for one night, plus $100 resort and dining credit. We can do some damage with
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That steakhouse down there? Oh,
See, he knows. Pachanga Resort Casino is giving away a brand new house. Home Sweet Win is back. Use your Pachanga Rewards card to earn entries. Visit pachanga.com for complete details. I'm rooting for Roki. It's only because he was crying.
Don't get me wrong. I'm rooting for him, too. But if we're going to have him pitch, and that means that Sheehan pitches less or Robleski pitches less, I don't like that. Like, let's use our 6 best guys and go from there.
This is what you're talking about, that luxury of how certain teams spend money.
Yeah.
The Dodgers can have a dude who they gave this much to, and they can still coddle him, where any other organization was like, no, bro, we need you to pitch right now.
Yeah, and
the Dodgers can figure
bone
things
him and
out.
everything else. He'd be
Loaded.
wearing it night after night.
If he would have gone with the Padres, oh my goodness.
Oh my, forget about it. Garrett Anderson, who was a multiple-time All-Star, spent most of his very long and distinguished Major League career with the Angels, won a World Series in 2002 with the Angels. He died earlier today at the age of 53.
Wow.
And, if you are an Angel fan, you certainly know exactly what we're talking about. If you turn on an Angel game, you would see him on their coverage periodically. And I think a lot of people know this, maybe some people don't. I worked for the Angels for a period of time. I worked on their radio station down there and got a chance to cross paths with Garrett Anderson, a number, just a terrific dude. Like, and I know I give the Angels a lot of grief here, and I think fairly, but Garrett Anderson was really, really, really good. And I think he got kind of a bad rap. Like, he kind of, like, oh, he's a Cadillac. He's not diving for balls. No, he was that good that he just kind of got to everything.
Yeah.
That he was just one of those guys.
Effortless.
Maybe he wasn't going to win an MVP at any point in his career, but was always one of those guys you had to deal with when he went up to bat. You were always one of those guys that would make the play in the outfield. He was just a pro's pro and had an incredible career.
Yeah, and people would get on him because he wasn't diving like Darren
Right.
Erstad, who's right next to him. And Garrett said, well, I don't do my team any favors by being on the bench hurt.
Right.
That's
so,
true.
So he was very conservative. Angel fans would get mad because he wouldn't dive or do all that other stuff because Ursan's right next to him, right? But Garrett Anderson, when you watched him as a player, his interviews, you would think, oh, that guy's just cantankerous. He doesn't want to do it. Then you get to know him a little bit. You're like, oh, he's just a shy guy.
He's a good guy.
Who didn't like doing interviews. They go and behold, he becomes a member of the media. So my last few years of covering the Angels, got to know him a little bit because he was doing TV. I just started doing TV for Fox Sports. He would work with Jamie Maggio and Geeter at the time and John Jackson back then. Right? And I was like, so we would sit there in the old Angels dining room, which was the big one behind home plate. Got to know him a little bit. He was going to Irvine Valley College. Like, why? He's like, well, they gave me money to sign out of high school. It's college money, so I'm just going to go to college. He's like,
wow.
Do they know you? He's like, no, they don't know me. They just think I'm somebody's dad. And his wife was Mexican, or is Mexican, right? So he would tell me, he's like, I've been down to, like, Guadalajara. I've been to Hermosillo. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, nah. He goes, that's just what I do. He goes, my kids are half Mexican. I was like, oh, come on now, GA. And then he would throw a couple of Spanish words at me. I'm like, oh, you really do know.
That's
just
awesome.
A good dude. Said he was I was telling you the story. Like, how come you're in school? He's like, well, you can only play so much golf. You need to challenge yourself, right? He was actually down the street, Granada Hills. He went to Kennedy High in Granada Hills.
No way.
Football, baseball, basketball. Was supposed to go to Fresno State, but then he got drafted in the 4th round. Like, why? Just go be a pro.
And look, the Angels have been around a long time, since the 1960s. They've been a major league franchise for many, 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 many years, nearly 70 years along the way. If there is a record, offensive record, there's one of two people that has it. It's Garrett Anderson or Mike Trout.
Right.
Those are the only two guys.
That's your list.
And if that's the company that you're keeping, that's pretty darn good company. He was a terrific player. Maybe not MVP caliber, but one of those shy of that.
Okay.
Just
Always
terrific.
just a pro's pro.
A guy that seems like he's, cantankerous, right?
Yeah.
He's not once you get to know him.
Yeah, he was, but he wasn't rude to the media. It just he was kind of shy.
So you're saying I should give Will Smith another chance?
No.
They're different.
No,
They're
he's
different.
You're saying I should just wait a little bit longer?
I think that.
No, he is what he is. Don't worry. Baseball guys are baseball guys.
They're baseball guys. Okay.
Garrett Anderson was shy. Will Smith is just totally uninterested in the process. Yeah, and I don't even mean that in a bad way.
No.
Just
He's a nice guy, though.
Yeah, I'm here to catch. I'm here to hit home runs. I'm here to win the World Series, and the rest of you guys can go talk about whatever you want to talk about. I don't want to do it.
GA was always cool. He just did the job. At 53, said he was a medical emergency at his house and it makes you. I mean, he's younger than you guys, right?
Yeah, he is.
Right, you say that like it's a bad thing.
No, it puts it in perspective.
It really does.
Because
it really does.
Like, I'm going to turn 48 this year, and like my son's a junior in college, so I've been trying to figure out my life insurance again. So like the policies are different.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, this is like real stuff. I'm trying to figure out how I can disappear in like 8 years.
Beto, I hate my life insurance guy. I hate him. I love him, but I hate him.
Well, he makes you think about all the things you don't want to.
We're always talking about when I'm not here.
Yeah.
I thought that was a scam.
Yeah.
Life insurance thing.
No,
makes me
it's
feel
not.
better.
When you got kids, you need it because
it's not for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 37.
No, I don't mean you.
Oh.
It's not for the living person that's buying it. It's for the people you leave
This is
behind.
why, Laura. This is why our people have car washes when somebody dies, right? Because they don't have life insurance. They don't plan. It's like, we're going to collect. Let's do it. No, I'm being dead serious.
No, he is. And one thing
we don't have a plot at Green Hills.
Well, I will give it up to my parents who, they have their plot and they have this and they have that. And they're like, I don't want you to go through that because they dealt with it with their parents. So they got prepared.
You got to break the cycle here. So that's the stuff you got to get through. But
for the kids.
You mean to
it's
raise
for your
money?
wife.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the actual. Never mind.
Oh,
okay.
To raise money for the funeral.
I didn't mean to laugh at
Not
that.
because Putin got shot. No.
No.
Not Chewy was acting the fool, man.
Okay.
All right. We are here at the JM Eagle LA Championships at beautiful El Cab Country Club here in Tarzana. The general manager of El Cab, James Hokrine, is going to join us right here coming up next. It's DeMarco and Travis. Beto is here on a Friday afternoon on ESPN LA.
Purple and gold playoff energy.
The playoffs are here, and it starts with Game 1. All eyes on LeBron James, ready to carry the load on the biggest stage.
Follow a 17-footer good again. LeBron has dialed back the clock.
Standing in the way, Kevin Durant and the Rockets, hungry to steal Game 1. Pregame starts tomorrow at 4 p.m.
The Lakers' postseason push happens right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey, Laker fans, It's time to team up with National University for an affordable, achievable bachelor's or master's degree. Choose 4 or 8-week courses and call timeout anytime you need. Free tutoring, career counseling, and more. Plus, NU has a generous transfer credit policy and offers year-round enrollment. Best of all, NU's Believe and Succeed Scholarship awards up to $6,000 annually toward an industry-current bachelor's or master's degree. Apply by July 31st at nu.edu. Terms and conditions apply.
Los Angeles, if you missed out on any action this past season, don't make the same mistake. Secure your spot in the Rams house for 2026. Watch every home game next year with big-time matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, and Packers. In addition, enjoy home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Don't miss out on any of next season's action. Get your Rams season tickets today.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show, your Friday afternoon, live from El Cab, El Caballero Country Club in the Valley on a Friday. Get ready for some beautiful LPGA action. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show rolls on for your Friday right now.
To say we are here for the JM Eagle LA Championship, and I know I've said it every time, DeMarco, a beautiful El Cab Country Club here in Tarzana, but that is the honest truth, and it is an absolutely perfect day out here as well. And I don't know if you're responsible for the weather, James. We're joined right now by James Hokrine, who is the general manager here at El Cab. But what an incredible day to host a golf tournament.
Oh, spectacular. It was beautiful all day today so far.
So they kind of threw you into the deep end of the pool. We were chatting a little bit before we came on the air here. You've been the general manager here at El Cab for 2 months?
Yeah, actually started here right in February 1.
February 1. Obviously, you knew this tournament was coming. It had been here last year. We were out here for it as well. But what about the timing of it all? Coming out here as the general manager, a new job, and, oh, by the way, you've got a premier LPGA Tour event coming basically on your first day.
Very fortunate. We have an amazing team here, and they've been planning for this all year. They did it last year when we hosted as well, so they were fantastic. Really, it's come in and don't mess it up, James. Is really what it comes down to.
Yeah, I look, it's beautiful. The course is beautiful. Like you said, it's a great day. I just, what does your day consist of? You start in the morning doing what? What's the first thing you do?
Oh, great question. I'll check in with maintenance, golf course maintenance right out of the gate. Zach, our superintendent, and the whole grounds crew here is just done a spectacular job all week. I'm sure if you talk to some players, they're raving about the golf course right now, which is great to hear. But check what were we able to accomplish last night, because the crew will come out tonight, and then they'll come back in the morning and they'll touch things up before play starts. So just try to find out where they're at, where we're at on green speeds and those types of things, and then I'll transition into the hospitality side of things. So checking in with food and beverage, to making sure everybody's set in their spaces to entertain for the day and let the show begin.
Obviously, you just got here a couple of months ago, but what is the process of, okay, we know the tournament's coming, we know it's in the middle of April, and you got membership here too that wants to continue to play the golf course. They want to continue to come and have dinner and do all the things that you do at a beautiful place like this. How do you balance the two worlds between making sure the members are taken care of and making sure that the world's best women golfers are also taken care of when they come into the tour?
You know what? There's a lot of synergies there, though, right? Because the membership, first and foremost, the membership here is spectacular. They are so behind this event. They're really excited to host. They love showing off their property. It's kind of this hidden gem that's here, and they really enjoy the week and showing it off. But there's a lot of synergies because the members want great conditions as well, right? But we go into cart path only and those types of things, right before the event to get everything ready. I can tell you how many members came up to me proud to put out sand bottles and take care of their divots and those things all leading up to it. So they're all part of the process as well. And they're all out here volunteering, making sure that things go well. Like our 1st and 10th tee is manned all by members the whole week, which is fantastic. They come out, they're really proud of their club. They should be. It's an amazing property, and it's showcased today with great play. We got some good play out there today as well.
Taking care of your house. I like that. The first 10 holes, the people the members here. You're right. This is a hidden gem. If I didn't have GPS, there's no way I could find it up here. But second, if you had a problem with the course, if you got bad feedback, what could you possibly do during a tournament?
Oh, it's actually pretty amazing. Our agronomists and the team here, you can turn things pretty quick, So you really try to come into the week with making sure from an agronomy standpoint you have a baseline. And then from there, it's just a matter of tweaking. Like, I'm giving you a little secret sausage here, but it's like this morning we thought we were going to get a lot more wind. Right? So then you're going to change your practice because wind's going to dry out the golf course a little bit more. You don't want them to get too fast. You don't want balls moving around because of the wind too much. So you might go a little bit slower on your greens. But, we'll get ready for tomorrow and we'll go after it with, probably going to roll for sure, mow, and everything else.
That's one of those, sweet spots. And you hear a lot about it when the U.S. Opens come around. And you kind of want to get it to the spot where it's very, very challenging for the players.
Yeah.
But you also want to see some scoring. You want to see some birdies. You want to see great golf shots. And if the thing's just impossible, it's not good for it. It's not great on TV. It's not great for the players.
Yep.
Where is that line between let's challenge these players,
100%.
but at the same time, let's not make it so hard that everybody's shooting 77?
You nailed it. And you got to find that. The other one that's so hard, the women here are spectacular.
Sure.
And they're so consistent. And so unlike the men's game, a lot of times the men's game, they're going to spray the ball. They're going to get into trouble a lot. LPGA Tour, they are so consistent. Down the middle every time, very consistent with their yardages. You watch this wedge game that some of these women have, and it's just spectacular. And so it's a little different ball game. It definitely, for us, we know this golf course has some teeth. We can turn it on if we need to. But you're right. A lot of spectators, they want to see birdies, and it's great for the women to come out and have a shootout, if you will.
We've been sitting here 2 hours. Finally, somebody's to the right.
Yeah.
Usually it's been right in the middle the entire time. Just golf. It's not the easiest sport.
Not at all.
Is there a difference between athletes, like male golfers, women golfers, how they handle the course, the pressures of golf when you're dealing with players? Anything different there?
Not necessarily. I think women definitely are. It's going to be a little different in regards to length, right? Naturally, men will hit the ball longer than females will. As a whole, though, the women are also got better short games. I would put a woman's short game up against a men's short game any day of the week. They are fantastic. You get them 100 yards and in, it's like
they're throwing darts.
It's unreal.
Really? Wow.
And so that's a big difference on that side. Preparation now, it's incredible. You got physio. You got they are athletes. This is not the John Daly days where you go drag a cigarette real quick, drink a Diet Coke. It's not. That's not what this is about.
Nothing but great posture.
100%.
Right.
Like you said, James, they're athletes. There's no, if you just saw them walking through Starbucks or the grocery store.
You do something.
You'd be like, I don't know what you do, but you do it with your body. Like you're a professional in some sense along the way.
And so they're small. Some of these statures are small, right?
Sure.
They're short, but they pound the golf ball.
Wow.
It's incredible.
James Hochrein is our guest. He's the general manager here at El Cab. They are, of course, hosting the JM Eagle LA Championships. I've always been curious. I've heard golf pros talk about it. I'm not talking touring pros. I'm talking about club pros, local pros, and things like that, that they don't get to play nearly as much as they'd like. What about a general manager of a golf course? Do you get to play any golf, or are you too busy actually working to play golf?
This membership's been really great
and
open to me playing golf. It's wonderful. It's fun to get out with the members, too, and spend some quality time on the golf course. So I do get out there. I try to get out, twice, 3 times a month type thing.
Oh,
and
that's
get
pretty
out,
good.
And get out and see the product. I mean, that's really important too for me to see the product and be able to understand what members may be talking about, or how we can make some tweaks agronomy wise to make the golf course better.
I can tell by looking at you. You can golf. I can just tell.
He's got the right tan. He's tan in the right places.
You can tell Travis can dance. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you go. You just you have that loosey-goosey about yourself. Talking about how to make the course challenging, is that something you do? Like, if I can't do it, then it may be tougher for them, or if it's impossible for me, it may be perfect for them. Coming up with a different course to make it challenging?
Oh, yeah, I definitely. I mean, I think you got to – and you have the rules team here is what's setting up the golf course every day. So you have a whole separate division in the LPGA that's the rules. They're going to do the setup and everything else. They're coming to us and asking some advice a little bit, but really they're setting and picking pin locations. So, like today, you see a pin here on 18 is definitely tucked over closer to the bunkers. You're going to see the scoring average is going to go up, right?
Yeah.
Versus yesterday's in the middle of the green, they were definitely playing a lot better on this hole. So they'll look at all those analytics and everything else. It's incredible what they have now with AI and everything else. They can play with all sorts of things to tweak a course to get to a target number they want to get to, and they'll try to get it.
Tell he's important because she hasn't turned around.
Yeah, we were getting the hand like, hey, there's players coming, but we certainly understand. So I'm going to put DeMarco on the spot here a little bit. Every time we talk golf on the show, every time we come to a place like this, I'm trying to convince him that his brother plays golf.
Okay.
And
Do you not play?
And
we got to change that.
That's what I keep saying.
Don, you let me know when you're ready for that. I'm all in.
You got every time you explain and talk about what golf is. What type of people have problems with golf? The perfectionist.
Yeah.
So this little ball is supposed to go that way, and it goes over there. I'm not going to like it.
Do you have a little bit of time?
A little bit.
Okay,
yeah.
You'll be fine because the perfectionist is what's going to make you great, though. Because you're going to want to practice, you want to put the effort in, you want to get better and better and better. And that's why athletes are great at golf.
I'm the guy that throws clubs.
You'll get over that.
Yeah.
You'll get over that.
You'll get tired throwing.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And they have this concoction called a transfusion, DeMarco. You come in and you ask for one, and they put it in a
there
plastic
you go.
cup, and then you go out and you have a wonderful time.
Yeah.
And then if it goes a little offline or a lot offline, you go, who cares?
I had a blast with you. It was fun. I didn't golf. I just kind of went
hung
with
out.
them. It was fun. I could do that.
And I think a lot of athletes really like the game of golf afterwards. It's that locker room hang for 4 hours on the golf course.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I'm starting to see that.
Yeah. And LeBron just came out here recently and played in a little thing with some YouTubers.
Did you get to see him play at all?
Yeah.
How'd he do?
He did pretty good. For just starting, he did great.
He's a kind of a I don't know if I'd go whatever the next step right after beginner is. He's that
intermediate.
Yeah.
He's hooked. He's in love with it.
Okay.
He's totally hooked.
Okay. Last one before I let you go. We're talking with James Hochrein, who's the GM here at El Cab. I don't know when it happened to me. I couldn't even tell you. I just know that I went out there and it was frustrating. Then all of a sudden it's like, I want to go back and do it again. I want to go back and do it again. And then all of a sudden it's like, I love doing this. Even on days you play bad, you're frustrated, but you're like, that was awesome. I've played baseball a long time. He played in the NFL. Like, I know we like what we do in sports, but this has like an intoxicating factor that I've never run into with anything else. And any idea what that is? Can you explain it?
You just get that one good shot, and you realize that can happen, and you want to repeat it over and over. And it's hard, and that's that perfectionist in you will make you a good golfer. I'm telling you. That's why we all love it. Is you get that one good shot, and it'll bring you back out, and you'll keep coming and keep coming. So
I'd be a character from Happy Gilmore.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be that guy.
Just don't be the guy with the jaws from James Bond movies.
I might be.
You might be.
We're honored to have the LPGA out here. It's going to be a great week.
Yeah.
And we got some fun coming up for some kids, too, on the weekend. So,
tell us about it.
We got Junior Kid Day coming out tomorrow. It's going to be out on our further part of the golf course. So it's going to be out towards 14 and 15. It's going to be a great time for the kids. Bring them out. Great weather.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you ask for better weather?
Can't.
And then come out here, watch some golf, and cheer on these women. They're just spectacular.
Do you need clubs for the kids?
No,
just coming out.
Just come out. And really, the kids aren't playing. They'll have some putt course out there and stuff like that for the kids. But they'll have some bounce houses. They'll just have fun for the kids out there, which is great. And just come out and enjoy the weather. And the scenery, right?
It's
Spectacular.
the scenery is very hard to beat. A beautiful day here at El Cab. The general manager is joining us, James Hochrein. James, thank you again for having us out.
Oh, thank you.
This is something we've done a few years here now.
Nice to meet you. Yes,
Great
sir.
to meet you.
Thank you
Hey,
so much.
and you better be calling me for a little quick golf lesson, get you going.
You're on.
All
You're
right.
on. Just be careful now.
Hey,
Okay.
done.
I don't want to ruin your membership. Yeah. You brought that guy.
Here's what's going to happen. You're going to come out here and you're going to stripe one, and instead of ruining the membership, you're going to be asking about membership.
I like
okay.
that. See how that works?
Yeah.
Does that mean like tear up the court? No.
No, you'd be like, hey, so run me through the process
Okay,
of
all
how
right.
this works. James, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You got it. All right. We are here at the JM Eagle LA Championships. We're getting closer to the Lake. It feels like it's been 100 years since the Lakers have played a game, and now we're just about a day away from getting everything started. We'll try to figure out a way that they can shock the world, DeMarco. That's coming up next. It's DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
710
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill?
It's just better for you.
Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Final, then he flips us into the semis.
But first, it's back to MLS play at BMO Stadium as LAFC hosts San Jose in a Western Conference showdown. Can the black and gold keep the momentum rolling at BMO? Los Angeles Football Club versus San Jose Earthquakes. Coverage begins Sunday at 3:30 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
It's Chris Morales for VisionWorks. And let's be honest, how many of us wasted our tax refunds on really dumb things in the past? This year, don't do it. Do what thousands of people at OC and LA are doing and invest wisely in your vision. VisionWorks accepts most vision insurance plans, and their professional staff will help everyone maximize their insurance benefits. And if you don't have insurance, don't worry. The experts at VisionWorks will find options that work within your price range. See the world clearly. It really is life-changing. Better vision, better value. VisionWorks just makes sense.
Hey guys, it's Cappy, and I want to tell you about my favorite app on my phone. That's Prize Picks. Now, by the way, I've been very, very hot on Prize Picks, and then I've gone ice cold, but then I've come back and I've been red hot again. So do this. Make sure you're following me on Prize Picks, okay? And here's the other thing. When you're playing Prize Picks, you got to think about early payouts, because sometimes they're watching the game like you're watching the game, and you're thinking to yourself, I got 20 on this, but maybe I should take the $10 right now. So consider, as we go into the playoff push here in basketball season, the best way to win cash on high-flying hoops action is Prize Picks, America's #1 sports pick app. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CAPPY to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Let's all play together. Let's all win together. Come on, here come the basketball playoffs, and we're going to win on Prize Picks.
Call Jacob. Hey, it's Mace.
And I'm Ireland.
After a crash, you are on the spot. You got to make the right decisions.
So count on peace of mind. Count on Jacob. Here's what I mean. 800-345-6789. Mace, you just count to 9.
Exactly. Count on a plan. Count on a team that moves fast. Count on Jacob.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
One name sounds mean, Mick Cronin. The other guy just sounds pleasant, Dusty Man.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
I get it, but if I have a chance to play for somebody else who I think is a better coach, I would go play for that guy.
But Mick Cronin versus Dusty May, it sounds mean, right? Like Mick Cronin versus Dusty May. Right? It's like that coach right there, that's Mick Cronin, and he's mean. And then there's Dusty May, and he's just so little dusty, and just May is flowers, and May is sunshine and spring.
Dusty May,
right?
Did
what is that voice?
FAU.
I don't know. Mick Cronin. The other guy just sounds pleasant. Dusty May. That's all I'm saying.
It does.
That's why.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show, your Friday afternoon, live from El Cab, El Caballero Country Club in the Valley on a Friday. Get ready for some beautiful LPGA action. DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show rolls on for your Friday right now.
What do I have a better shot at? You know I love these challenges.
Oh, wow. What's the
hitting the major league fastball 1 out of 100, or taking this course and going under 1 under.
Yeah, they're both impossible.
Both not happening.
Yeah, like, they're both impossible. It's for real here.
Look on your face like it's not happening.
Well, when you said you could get a major league fastball 1 in 100, I honestly believe you would have to see something approaching 10,000 pitches before you could
to
get
even
a bat
catch
on
up to one.
Yeah.
I mean, not a hit, not an official
Just
major
tip
league
one?
hit. Just get the bat on the ball once. 1 out of 100.
Now, is it a human being? Is it a machine?
It's a human being.
No, you're not getting any.
Nah, it's going to move
Okay.
and spin like no other.
If you put the cage up, so I'm guaranteed not to get hit.
Guaranteed. They're going to say, we don't even want the cage. We're going to dot it wherever we want.
But just for my own protection, so I'm not diving out of there.
Okay, here's the next question.
Yeah.
Are they trying to prevent you from getting a hit?
Yeah.
Oh, then
he's trying to throw it by me.
Yeah, then you will never get
All
one.
I got to do is get my bat on it one time.
It'll never happen.
Never happen?
None.
What about going under? No?
No.
Nah, that's never going to happen here.
The odds of you breaking par on a golf course are infinitely better than you getting a
That's what I
bat
was trying to
on
get
a major
to.
league fastball.
I was just looking at that. 67 players are two, -2 or better.
You are
And they're still not going to make the cut.
Right. That's wow.
Did you play baseball in high school or little league or any of that
Yeah.
stuff?
I told you my baseball story.
Tell
Maybe
me-
it was Mason.
Tell me again.
I was pitcher first base.
Okay.
Right. And I was on
He was
first
Vita
base.
Blue, baby.
My best friend was on the mound, and he reared back, let one go, and it came back and smashed all his teeth out.
Oh, and that was it for you.
And he picked up the ball, looked at me, and fell face down. And I'm like, you know what? Give me the sport with a helmet. Yeah, this is great. This is crazy. I'm done with it.
Because, okay, when
Look, there
you
goes
played,
a proud Trojan, Lisette Salas right
There
there.
she is.
John Lisette,
Hey.
big sportsman, big LA fan.
All right.
no, look at the SC on the bag.
Yeah,
there
so
you go.
She,
Go
she's
Trojans.
from Azusa.
Oh, no way.
So
Okay.
her
Hey, 626.
yeah, that's awesome. She's awesome. She's inspiring a lot of Latina golfers, helping the next generation.
There we go.
out. Keep on
Love
doing
it.
what you do, Lisette.
That's
Yeah, no, big hug, big hug. Come on.
fantastic.
Yeah. So her dad worked at the golf course, and that's how she started playing golf.
No
In
way.
Azusa, yeah.
Okay.
She's been out here a long time, too.
Yeah.
Like, she's been a long time successful pro.
Yeah, grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah, no country club for her.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then now she's a pro. She was part of the Ryder Cup, all that good stuff.
Wow, it's incredible.
Yep.
It's incredible. There's so it's so hard because there's so many good players. And
Yeah.
whether it's the PGA Tour, the LPGA Tour, like there are way more good players than there are places to play.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's just the funnel gets so it's just the same narrow funnel to get to the NFL.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like if you get through it, you're one.
You know
in a
what they
million.
say? If it was easy, everybody'd do it.
Well, like the guys that are playing the UFL right now, right?
Yeah.
Those guys are. I saw some of the guys' names are out there. They were studs at USC, and UCLA. Vaughns, Ricky Vaughns or Taylor Vaughns.
Yeah.
He was a stud at USC, and he's playing that UFL.
Yeah.
My goodness, like these guys were legit studs.
And they're good. Like you said, there's just not enough spots.
No.
You can't keep them all.
They're-
Yeah.
But how many guys
one
with
little
practice
thing.
squad? You care about 65 guys,
Yeah.
give or take?
They're right there.
So
right on the cusp.
65 times 32,
Right.
whatever that number is, there's more good players than that number.
You're as good as the two guys in front of you, except they're healthy.
Yeah.
So we can't use you. We have to plug you here. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what else? That other grind of like, how bad do you want it when you're 23, 24? Are you willing to like give up drinking, partying with your friends to make sure you have that next level? Because it's a half second that's going to separate you from somebody else, right?
True. Yeah.
And it's like, are you really dedicated to it as much as you are?
I used to laugh at guys that cut themselves. Like you're good, you practice well, you do all this stuff, but you're too young or you're a rookie. You can't be acting like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You cut yourself.
I was watching Miracle last night.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's the scene where he picks the 24 guys that he wants, but he knows he's got to cut down to 20, right? And he's got the 24 guys there, and he says, any of you guys that give me anything less than your absolute best, thank you, because you're going to make it very easy for me to decide who to cut.
Simple as
That
that.
was scary.
And it was like, and he goes, if you don't, then it's going to be hard. But if you give anybody that does anything less than their best, you're going to make my life very easy. Cut yourself, like you were
No
talking about.
doubt. Beto, I showed up the first day of Rams camp with a toothbrush in my pocket. I had nothing. No bag, no nothing. I'm not going home. This is where I'm at. Yeah. I've burned the
Love
ships.
that attitude.
I'm not going back.
You can't.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You can't have that the safety net. You don't have
No, we got to go. Absolutely.
You can't have a fallback or you're going to fall back.
This is
Especially
it.
as an
Right.
undrafted guy. You have to show up with that. I am going to take you down, you down, you down. I wish you would get in my face.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's where the scrap name came from. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about this. The draft is the first round is Thursday. 6 days from now. The Rams are, we're all reading these mocks and who might move and who might do this, but it feels like the Rams' name pops up a lot more than some of these other teams because they have a high pick, but not a super high pick. They're like just outside of the top 10. They got the 13th pick. You hear Mekhi Lemon's name, speaking of the Trojans, over and over and over again. Obviously, they've got a plan. You go into the draft with your plan, but stuff happens, man. The guy you want may be off the board, or somebody that you didn't think is falling all of a sudden. So do you go in there with a completely open mind, or do you go in there thinking, these are the 2 or 3 guys that I'm targeting, and if I need to move to get them, I will, or if something else falls to me? Like, how much flexibility do you have going into it?
A little of both, man. I'm sure you're going to have guys you like. Let's take Lemon, for instance. You may want him, and the whole room is on board. Well, he may be gone at 11.
Yeah.
Miami may take him. So if he's gone, or if – let's say the Jets mess up the entire draft and move up and take Mendoza.
Okay.
And just mess everything up.
Such a Jets move.
Right, it is, right?
Yeah, not off the board.
But you have to have a plan. Like, if he's there, we'll take him. If not, we'll go to this guy. We'll go to this guy. So I think the Rams have some you'll have your choice of great player or top 10 guy that fell out of the top 10 because of how the first 5 picks shake out. So you're going to have a choice. Either it's going to be that tackle that's there, or it's going to be Mekhi Lemon. It's going to be that receiver that's there, or it could be Caleb Downs that falls, a top-flight safety that you don't want to miss on, or Reuben Baines, a guy that people are passing up because of the off-field stuff. You can plug him in right now and be happy. You know what I mean? So you're going to have your choice of guys, but you're going to have at least 2 or 3 different plans.
Benner, what do you think about the idea of, like, okay, I'm just going to put a name in there because we need a name to go. That you have your heart set on Mekhi Lemon, okay? Yeah. And they've gone through the first 8 or 9 picks, but you think the team that's going to pick at 10 might take him. Do you move up a little bit to get it done because this is the guy I want? Yeah, it's going to cost you a little draft capital. You're going to have to give up some stuff to get what you want. Do you do it, or is it just I am not doing anything other than I'm going to pick from whatever's on the board by the time that we get there?
You got 2 first-rounders. You might as well have some fun.
Well, they traded the one to get the other guy.
Right. I mean, and you have some other picks.
Yeah.
If you target a guy, if you think he's going to be your guy and you want to move up slightly and you don't have to give up too much, absolutely.
Yeah.
But Les Snead tends to go the opposite way. I will drop back, get more draft capital, and pick up because
is Mekhi Lemon the guy that you want?
Who?
Is Mekhi Lemon the guy
I
you
think
want?
He checks every
with
box.
With a Puka that young?
He checks every. He's a first-round receiver. He's tough as nails.
I like him. I'm just curious because you have a young Puka.
Yeah.
And then you have Devontae coming back.
Puka changed the entire equation with
his offseason. If Puka has a quiet offseason, are you talking Mekhi Lemon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still.
No, I like him. I'm a huge fan of him.
He's like the Amon-Ra St. Brown type guy, and he's from SC.
And Mekhi is a perfect example of don't believe your own hype, right? And just keep on working. Because he was highly recruited. But remember, he came with Malachi Nelson.
Yeah.
It was the package deal out of Los Alamitos. So it was like, okay, this kid's good, but is he becoming because of him or what is it?
I like the way he plays.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
What did he do? He grinded, and he became the star. He wasn't always the star.
No, but I think
became one.
He played the hardest of any receiver in college football last year.
Now, he's a dude that you're talking about a high pick in Mekhi.
Yeah.
Where's his quarterback, Malachi?
That's a good
point.
He's
bounced around.
He's in the portal again.
Yeah.
He went from SC to Boise State to UTEP, and I don't know where he's at. He's in the portal now.
Oh, wow.
Like, that's the guy who was supposed to be the one, right? He's the one that LeBron and Clutch were on him in high school, and this is why you don't believe it. You just work even harder. That's why I'm happy for Mekhi Lemon because what he's going to get. But I just don't see him falling to the Rams at that spot.
I think he's going to be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's so explosive.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, if you think he's going to be gone, like, is he going to be gone top 5? Maybe that's too expensive to move into. Is he going to be gone top 10? Now we're getting a little more.
10 to 13.
Yeah. So 10 to 13, if I'm 13, the price to move up somewhere between 1 or 2 or 3 picks isn't that expensive, I wouldn't think. So if I'm in love with him, let's go do it.
Do the Rams have that many picks to give up?
No. I think they have 9 picks.
To get up to that spot.
I don't think I want to give up capital to move up. I mean, I think either is it worth giving up draft capital or just moving on to second receiver?
Yeah.
Especially if it's close.
And this team has shown that they can find guys like that.
Absolutely. I think it's the kid Tucker. Concepcion is moving up. There's a lot of guys out there besides Lemon that have a first-round grade.
But you talk about, and they have found guys. They have found guys all over the place. They found Puka Nacua. They found Cooper Kupp. They found Kyron Williams in the later rounds, right? Like Kyron Williams, Puka Nacua are 5th-round picks. Like those are they clearly found not just good players, but in Puka's case, maybe the best wide receiver in football. Kyron Williams is a 1,000-yard back, and he scores 1,000,000 touchdowns. Like, you hit home runs there. But I don't want to throw any cold water on their success in picking in these spots, but to constantly think that you're going to hit like that later is really risky. That's like the first round is where you typically find guys like this. So if I have a first-round pick –
I love the impact your last first-round pick has had on this team. It's Jared Verse.
Yes.
You can't miss up on first-round picks.
You can.
No, I'm saying good teams can't.
If you do, you're in hot water.
But I'm saying you can miss on them, but good teams don't.
You need those guys.
Yeah.
You need those elite players.
Well, look at the Lakers.
You only get them.
Shafino.
That's what I mean.
Shout out.
You need those guys. So if you have a chance to get one of those elite guys at 13 and just hold your place, I think that's what you do.
You just get the best spot available, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, it just depends on position and what you want to do. I think this is where this draft really gets crazy unless the Jets get nuts, is when you get down to like pick 5 and you have Sonny Styles, who is perfect for today's NFL. He's positionless. And he's a freak. Or you have a Love,
Notre Dame running back.
Notre Dame running back, who everyone loves. So if you
I've heard a lot of best player in the whole draft. If you're just pure ability, he might be number 1.
Correct. And here's the thing. I think there's a lot of good defensive players in this draft. So you have a chance at Sonny, you go ahead and take that dude.
Yeah.
But running backs, I mean, he's the only one with a first-round grade. After that, it's nothing. You know what I mean? So you may not get a chance.
This is where this gets so complicated because, and this is just me, but I would always, even if there's Bryce Love and a huge fall off to the next guy, I can get by with a C-plus running back. I don't have to have an A.
You know, that's a great point. So some people equate like Drake May in New York. He needs a good running game to help out a young quarterback. How many times have you said that, right?
All the time.
Most people equate that with a running back.
Yeah.
I would go line.
Offensive line.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what
I
I'm
totally
saying, right. If you want to, I'd like a running game, not a running back.
Where I'm not skimping is on my quarterback.
Nope.
I'm not skimping on my tackles.
Nope.
And I'm not skipping on my edges. Those are the guys. If I can get one of those guys in the first round, those guys are different. Jared Verse, like
no
you're
doubt.
talking about. Matthew, there's a reason Matthew Stafford was the number 1 pick in the draft. There's a reason that Justin Jefferson is a first-round draft pick. Those guys are just different than the other stuff.
How much money you have in your pocket? I bet all of it that Harbaugh in New York goes offensive line with his first pick.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
You can't have your franchise guy getting beat up every single play.
Absolutely. And he's going to build that line. He's going to build for the future. He's going to do. But it's going to be weird with him, just for a second, with him actually running the draft. Because in Baltimore, he was, they had their plan and their football department, their GM was very, very strong.
The whole team,
The whole team. So now he's going to be calling the entire.
So he's doing it all solo now?
Everything. So
okay, I'm so glad you brought up Harbaugh because Zay Flowers was on a podcast. Did you see this?
I heard about it.
Okay, so here's what he said talking about Harbaugh and the way that he ran practice and everything else. Full pads all the time. However many practices and pads you can get, every single one. We're doing one-on-ones in Week 17. Week 17, we're doing one-on-ones. Everybody out there, we're tired, we're still going. He was then asked how players manage that workload. Flowers' response was, we don't. That's why we had a lot of injuries, because of how we practiced, how we went. The load was heavy.
Damn. Look at the retired player like,
no. Part of me is like, quit your bitching. Quit your bitching.
This is exactly so, DeMarco, before you say another word, hold on.
Yeah.
Say another one. Say another one.
I said to Laura before the show started, I said, I can't wait to bring this up to DeMarco because I have no idea where he's going to go. I said, he may go with the old school player, like shut up and go to practice, or maybe, man, I could have had some days off as well, and I went 17 weeks of pads too and got clobbered.
From the old heads, I think we win. Finally, one of your guys popped off and said, this is too hard. Now we know.
Yeah.
Yes, now you know. But, I mean, This goes on a lot, and I told DeAndre when he sent me this, it's actually against the CBA. You only get so many padded practices, but coaches will skirt the rules. But your player rep, the guy that's supposed to report you to the union, is on the team.
Right.
So if the head coach goes to him, because I was the rep, he goes, you know what, we're just not being physical. We need to put the pads on. Now, do I go and say, okay, coach, you're right? Or do I tell the PA, how do I do this? How do I handle the situation?
Tough.
It is tough. It
Yeah.
is tough. I mean, it is illegal. We can't put pads on. We already did it. We're over our lot.
Does he have a point,
we
though?
need that. We need that.
Does Flowers in this particular instance have a point? Like, listen, man, we've been doing this since camp, 17 weeks. We got guys dropping like flies all over the place. We need a break.
So who's the one that complains, DeMarco? Who's the one that makes?
Well, that's the funny. He's a receiver. He doesn't get touched in practice. What is he talking about?
So is it?
No one touches you in practice.
All right. So how does it become to where the point everybody's like, "Hey, coach, this is too much," or "Hey, PA, this is way too much"?
I mean, I get it.
Because if it's 2 or 3
I've been
guys,
there,
I get
you
it.
don't want to put that stuff on in Week 17 and
Yeah, of
go out
course
there
not.
and bang around with your own teammates.
Of course.
You're saving it for Sunday. But I mean, if you need it, if you're a team that's fumbling, you can't tackle, you're having problems, and you're losing games because of it, shut up and go practice.
His complaint is that we were already losing guys, and we continued to lose guys, and we still continued to practice like this. That's if I'm understanding what he's saying. This wasn't a.
It's not working. Why are we doing
It's not
this?
working. We're losing players practicing this hard. Why do we continue to do this?
Look, that's how some guys do it. If we had Vermeil on the show, every time I get him on, or even when I talk to him privately, the first thing he does is he apologizes for practice, and he'll tell you.
Yeah, but he was in the 70s, man. You guys weren't even allowed to have water.
But he'll tell you, this is the only way I know how to do it.
Yeah.
This is the only way I know how to prepare a football team is this way.
And the Oklahoma drill used to be a good thing.
We don't do that.
Yeah.
We outlawed that. But, I mean, look, I bet
Outlaw
Harbaugh,
pads in Week 17.
he was there for 19 years. How can you tell, a player like – how can you tell a coach like Harbaugh your method is ineffective?
Because he wasn't winning at the end.
Yeah.
Well, but he did win. He's their best coach by a
But I'm
mile.
talking at the last couple of years. Was he winning?
He's not
By his standards.
I think
Lamar's
you guys
been on
are
the
both
doorstep
right.
a few times.
The-
Yeah.
The problem is that if they're telling you I can't do it anymore, even if you're thinking this is the only way I know how to do it, and you got guys who are just dropping like flies, at some point I'm like, I just don't have enough
you're
guys to
taking
do
his
it.
word for it.
I am.
Right,
No,
right.
I'm not saying he's right.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just trying to understand the point that he's trying
I'm
to make.
sure there's some other guys on that team, probably on defense, that would say, you know what, we needed to get tougher. Yeah, we were okay on defense. You guys were this on offense, and the pads practices were actually necessary.
So it's always the offense's fault. It's always the receiver's fault.
It really does matter who's saying it to me. Like Zay Flowers, you're worried about padded practices. You don't even get hit.
This isn't exactly apples to apples, but it's kind of similar to the conversation we were having the other day about coaches staying in the office until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Like at some point, there's the law of diminishing returns kicks in, and it's like, I get it that we've come up in this era where we're going to stay here all day, we're going to sleep in our offices, but. If I'm exhausted and I'm making a bunch of bad decisions and bad mistakes, is that actually useful?
You know who else goes hard in practice? San Francisco.
Yeah.
Kyle Shanahan's practices are a monster. Do his guys complain? No, they just win games.
That's a culture thing, too,
Andy
right? For
Reid
stuff not to complain.
practices hard with Spagnuolo.
Yeah.
He's a meat grinder.
Yeah.
Do they complain? No, they win
Where do
games.
the Rams fall into that between a light day and whatever Flowers?
Actually pretty good. They're good on the road. They're good in London. They're good in the short window. They're good in everything. They have everything planned down to a T. So when those pad days are coming, and you ramp it up. And they also tell you when the non-pad days are coming. So there is no shock. So if you give me what I need on padded days, I'll make sure that you don't have any.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you give me good work, and we're out here, and we have less than 4 repeats. The ball stays off the ground. Nobody gets hurt. We're not being stupid. We don't have a bunch of fights out here. We're getting good work. The next day I can take the pads off you. But until then, I may have to keep them on you.
The Rams teams don't complain, right?
Well,
not
to his
like
point,
that.
No, I mean, in public. They're not
win,
complaining.
too.
Because
Like,
if you do,
they're
you're gone.
good.
Well, it depends on who you
Put
are.
that receiver on the Rams. Where's he at? Gone.
Probably third. I mean, it depends on who you are. I think
I'm
in
talking about those
Baltimore,
quotes. You're never
he's
going to
got
hear a
stroke.
quote like that out of the Rams.
Very unlikely.
You hear that out of the Raiders.
Very unlikely.
No.
Well, look, when you're winning, everybody's happy.
Correct.
When you go, what did the Rams go last year? 12-5.
Yes.
You go 12-5. It's pretty hard to say, hey, we're doing it wrong.
Right.
No, when you're 5-12, you probably are doing it wrong. You know, and somebody says
Lamar's
something.
a two-time MVP, so I mean, Harbaugh got it wrong towards the end and got him fired, but they were pretty good.
They were.
Seems like he knows what he's doing.
LAFC is back home this Sunday. The Black and Gold take on the San Jose Earthquakes at BMO Stadium.
You got tickets?
I do not have tickets. Why? You offering?
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing on Sunday. I'll go.
Okay.
Let me have your tickets.
Beto wants to go. Tune in at 11 a.m. for Countdown to Kickoff. Then stay with us for the LAFC pregame show at 3:30, leading up to kickoff at 4. Catch every moment on ESPN LA 710 a.m. and the ESPN LA app, home of LAFC. You know what the first thing that always comes into my mind when I think of LAFC?
Mario.
Second thing. Mario's number one. Second thing that pops into my mind.
The bird.
LAFC.
No. Migallo. That's where you turned me on to the phrase of Migallo. I'd never heard it before. And
my guy. My guy.
Migallo?
Yeah.
Migallo.
You had never heard that?
Guy was like a rooster, right? So that's my guy right
That's my guy. It's Migallo.
We're standing there eating, watching the LAFC game, and Beto goes, Migallo, and I'm like, what?
What is that?
Yeah, I had no idea.
Dude,
now I know.
We're sneaking into suites, drinking beers, doing whatever you want, acting Mexican, man. That's like
the name of that restaurant. You just answered the question for me. Okay.
Is that the name of a restaurant?
Up north. That's what it means. Ah, my guy. Okay.
Migallo.
There you go.
Well, the slang is like my guy.
Yeah.
Gallo's an animal.
Yeah, it's
a rooster, right?
Yeah.
It's a rooster.
Yeah.
That makes sense, too. There's a rooster on the thing. Okay.
Because Travis out here like a rooster,
there
you
you
know?
go.
Like, yeah.
Doesn't
Travis
LAFC
is a
do
real
a bird?
Huh?
Don't
They have a falcon.
A falcon, that's what it is.
You should do the falcon.
Oh, yeah.
I saw it. That thing.
Mason did it.
Yeah, it looks scary.
It is scary.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Hey, you should do it.
It is scary.
Do it.
I'll let you do. I'll stand next to you.
No, you're famous.
Travis, you can do it.
Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farley, Falcon.
They had the Falcon out at our softball game, and I was as close as I'm sitting to you right now, and that thing is just looking at you like you're a sack of meat.
Yes.
Turn your back on me. And
If Mason can do it, you gotta do it.
Okay.
Because you'll do it better than him.
We'll go.
I also will say
And
that
he'll get jealous that you did it.
they brought it into the studio when I used to work with Sedano and Cap. And
they brought the Falcon into the studio?
Yeah. Nope.
So all the pictures, because they put it on my hand or arm or whatever. So you see the pictures, and I look crazy because I'm terrified that if I move, even though the it had like little blinders, or they have to put
the blinders on.
You have to have blinders on, right? So they're like, it's okay, you don't have to worry, like you're in a safe space. And I'm like,
famous last
just
words.
give me the picture, just give me the. But I look so uncomfortable that I want to redo
It's
the
a
picture.
Falcon inside. No.
Okay, so I've never had the Falcon on my arm. When we went on vacation one time, they had these, those giant macaws, like those parrots.
Yeah.
Right. So you could take a picture with these birds, and Susan's like, okay, go ahead and do it. And so I have my arm out there. They're heavy.
Ooh.
They're not small creatures.
No need for that.
Have you guys been around an alligator? Like when I went to Louisiana, you do those little tours or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, look, there's all the alligators. And then they bring out, like, the baby ones and, like, the little medium-sized ones. And I was, like, holding one. And I was, like, so, like, happy holding the little baby alligator. And I showed my parents. And my dad's like, first of all, I see boots and a belt. And I was like, oh, God,
correct.
Dad.
Boots.
And then second thing.
I see
boots
crocodile nuggets.
Yeah. And then
Right
he's like, those things can eat you. I was like, but it's teeny.
Not that one can't.
I was like, I could kick it. And they're like, no.
It's like the veal of alligators right there, nice and tender. You can kind of just
Crazy.
You've had it.
Of course I have.
Yeah, it's all right.
In a basket.
Dumb
Fried
stuff,
up.
Right up.
man.
Yeah, right there with fries. Yeah.
Throw this computer in the hot grease.
What do you know about that, DeAndre? You don't know about no alligator,
There was
DeAndre.
Nutri-Rat on the table.
Man.
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Yes, there
I'm
was.
not eating that.
There was
I didn't
Nutri-Rat
either.
on the table. I just didn't eat it.
All right, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
I'm
see?
good on that.
I'm not eating no alligator.
That's all you. Have fun.
Laura, what do we got coming up next?
We have Jeremy coming
All right.
next.
Fantastic. Jeremy Friedman is going to join us next.
right.
We're going to continue here at the JM Eagle LA Championships. Jeremy just gave me the finger wag. I don't know what that means, but
Oh.
we're going to figure it out. That's coming up.
Camille
it's
Boyd.
DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
How are ya? It's Dr. Robert Clapper. Guess what? The Weekend Warriors Show is back Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA, thanks to Cedars-Sinai. Cedars-Sinai is a global leader in orthopedics, offering a range of solutions in all orthopedic subspecialties to get you back to doing the things you love. Don't miss the Weekend Warriors Show with me, Dr. Clapper, Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
John Ireland here, and when it comes to vodka, I like a winner, and Blue Ice Vodka delivers. America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
It's almost Earth Day, and that's when I like to grow things like pansies. And money in my pocket at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Rewards members get a free Earth Day reusable utensil set the 22nd while supplies last.
Number 2.
We're giving away a Polaris Razor Pro R Ultimate April 30th.
And the number 1 reason.
Pool season is on. The Oasis Pool and Lazy River are open. Party in the cabana.
Morongo. Good times.
Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA sports talk.
Don't you think that if they could figure out a way to steal this one series against Houston, that would at least end the season on a high note?
100%.
Yeah.
If they win the series, LeBron's got to really go.
It would be one of the great cherries on top to the end of LeBron's career.
It would be an unbelievable accomplishment.
Mason and Ireland, weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. As a parent, I want what's best for my kids. But when hard things like divorce or neglect happen, and kids don't get the support they need, they can develop toxic stress and serious health issues. Learn how supporting your child's feelings can give them a stronger start at first5california.com.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installation with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show, your Friday afternoon, live from El Cap, El Caballero Country Club in the Valley on a Friday. Get ready for some beautiful LPGA action. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show rolls on for your Friday right now.
Step out of the way, and I'll let you guys do your thing here because I am in between two Huskies right now. Of course, I got DeMarco Farr to my left. To my right is Camille Boyd, who just got off the golf course here a few minutes ago. She currently sits at 3 under for the JM Eagle LA Championship. Camille, it's great to have you here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
I'm going to let you guys talk Husky stuff here.
Yeah.
So you guys go ahead.
Go
I'm just going to sit back here.
How'd it go today out on the course today?
You know, today was a little more challenging. I think definitely the afternoon tee times are tougher. The wind picks up. The greens get firmer. So yesterday I was the first tee time, and I was able to go out and just, post a score. And today it was more managing myself around the golf course.
Can you turn it off, like when you leave here, when you're done with a round of golf? Are you still thinking about the course? You're done. You can.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's something I definitely have had to work on. Golf is golf and my life is my life, and I like to keep them separate. So even in off season and off weeks, I'm just not really thinking about it.
How often?
Good, I think.
I'm sorry, Camille. I didn't mean to interrupt you. How often when you finish your round and you go and you maybe go hit some balls, roll some putts, whatever it is you're going to do, are you I got everything out of that round of golf, as opposed to how often, you know what, I could have made a putt here, I made a bad decision there. Take me through the ratio of please to I left one or two out there.
Yeah. I think, rarely do we ever say, oh, I got everything out of that round. There's always one or two, but when you have a good day like I did yesterday, and there are some things that you could have done better, you really just have to accept I had a good day and not be too picky about it. Otherwise, you're just always going to be chasing something that's unattainable.
How did you get into golf? We were talking about your life's journey. You're a citizen of the world. How did you get into golf?
Yeah, I think when I was living in Tokyo, my dad picked it up for work, and I would like to go with him to the range. You know, in Tokyo, they don't have much space, so they have like 6-story ranges, and I'd be like all the way at the top, hitting all the way to the bottom. I think that's just fun for a kid. And then when I moved to California, I was in some camps, and then, made some friends that also played golf, and I think that really helped me stick to it.
Camille Boyd is our guest. She is at 3 under through the first couple of rounds of the JM Eagle LA Championship. And
something I never said in my life.
What's that?
I'm 3 under.
No. This is a different. This is a whole different level. You mentioned you lived in Shanghai, in Hong Kong. You said as well.
No, not Hong Kong.
Tokyo, and obviously in Yorba Linda here in California. Was golf kind of like the secret sauce, like to make friends, to go out and have something to do, and you're moving all over the world like that?
In a way, yes. Golf, even though it is an individual sport, I think, when I got to high school, I was on a team, and in college on a team. So I think it's always been a part of my life. And like my closest friends are all golfers, and best friends are some teammates I had in college. So I think golf is definitely that grounding, presence for me, for sure.
That just blew up my next question. So I thought you wanted to separate golf from life.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I find it hard to not talk about golf with my friends, because we all are golfers, and it's just you have to have a little bit of balance in your life. Otherwise, you can't just let golf be your identity. You can't let it consume you. So it's an active choice and decision I have to make to put that side of my life away when I'm not playing. Otherwise, it just consumes you.
He's trying to help me get out there to the whole golf
I've been
thing.
working for years.
You don't play?
No. I do. I like it. It's just I get frustrated really easy.
Yeah.
But with all athletes, there are guys I played against that I don't even know, but I'm just not going to let you beat me today. Do you have that same feeling when you're around other golfers? Like this is the world's best golfers in one tournament. Do you have that same feeling?
It's difficult, right? Because golf is there's 140 something players. Somebody's gonna beat me unless I win the tournament, right? It's match play, of course. If it's match play, I want to beat you. But with golf, it's different. It's I want to play my best. I'm playing against myself in the golf course.
Camille Boyd is our guest. She is at 3 under at the JM Eagle LA Championship through the first 2 rounds. When did you know you were good enough to be a pro?
That's a good question. I think probably sometime in college. I wasn't the best junior player, and then I won a couple times in college, and I think that really and beat some girls that I always admired and I always thought would have successful careers. And then from there, I just kind of hey, maybe I can do this. Maybe I am good enough. And then just working at it. And last year I played on the developmental tour, the Epson tour, and had a good season out there. So it was hey, maybe I do belong on the LPGA.
You ever pinch yourself I'm a pro? Yeah.
It's hard. You have to kind of look at things from a broader lens. So I am really grateful, and I am proud of myself for making it this far. Yeah.
What's the biggest difference between playing high-level college golf like you did? You mentioned you're on a developmental tour a year ago. This is your rookie season out here on the LPGA Tour, and obviously the competition keeps getting better. Golf courses get harder. Are the margins smaller? What's the biggest difference between those levels?
Yeah. I think I struggled a little bit coming onto the LPGA. I didn't really know what to expect because the biggest thing is the presence of everything. You have the grandstands, you have people wanting to talk to you, people wanting to help you, and that could be good because if you need something, there are people here to help you. But you can't let it distract from just playing golf. I mean, we're out here to play golf, and the golf is the same. The courses are definitely set up more challenging and more firm. But it is just golf, and I think that adjustment, hopefully I'm done adjusting.
Spoken like a true Husky right there. See, you're not afraid. Do they haze rookies here? Do you have to
Oh.
Yeah? No?
No?
No. Have to pay for dinner? No? Wash your car?
No, none of that. I think everyone's super friendly out here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's worked for you so far in the first couple of days? Like we mentioned, you're 3 under. Putts, are you hitting it close? Your short game, what's working?
Yeah, everything was working yesterday. I think what I was trying to do is just be super diligent in my preparation. So when I get out there, I can just play golf. And that's something I think has been the adjustment. You know, it's not like you can just show up and get out there. Like, you have to do the prep work. Otherwise, when you're out there, you're just scrambling.
You mentioned yesterday everything was kind of going one way. And this is, as somebody who plays on weekends and for fun, it's like some days you go out there and it's like, hole looks pretty big. I can make some putts. I mean, the rhythm is on, and it just feels like if I kind of want to hit it over there, I can kind of hit it over there. Obviously, the degrees are different for you, but is there anything like yesterday was a good day, tomorrow may be a great day, the day in between maybe it feels like you're playing left-handed or whatever it is? Like, how do you go from one of those, everything feels pretty good, to, hey, man, I'm just not where I need to be?
Yeah.
Is it out on the range? You just go smash balls until you find it again?
Yeah, it's difficult. In some way, you just have to accept, okay, today was not my day, and then you move on from that. But there are some things that can help. Like, after this, I'm going to go definitely hit some balls and just see some putts go in, see some, like, birdie looks go in, and then it'll help build the confidence for tomorrow.
I'm heading to In-N-Out. That's where I'm going.
I want to go to In-N-Out, but I can't have that.
Why can't you have
What do you mean you can't have
It's
it?
just like... it's a burger.
Yeah?
It's okay.
It's good for you.
Don't go every day.
Yeah.
It's got everything. Come on. Just tell them to hold the
That's true.
ketchup.
What do you? How do you take your In-N-Out?
I like a double-double.
Okay.
Grilled onions. Yeah. And then I just...
Camille knows what's
It
up.
just Husky. Come on now.
Yeah, that's right.
Double-double, yeah.
Okay.
You've had Dick's Burger in Seattle.
Yes.
How does it
That's
compare?
Dick's Burger is not good. It's like, okay, it's like this flat.
It is flat.
It's flat. And then it's like, okay, In-N-Out, I'm used to like a tall thing
taller.
with lettuce and tomato. Yeah.
We ever messing around with animal style or any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, animal style fries, but then it kind of just congeals.
It's too much. The animal style fries are too much for me. Like, I like an animal style burger with the pickles and the mustard, but the fries with the cheese and, like your point, it comes like almost like a little.
Do you like the fries at In-N-Out?
No.
Can I offer a suggestion? Because I used to be kind of not the hugest fan of the fries. Light well fries.
Really?
Yes. Order them light well, which means, first of all, they're going to cook them right on the spot. So they're going to be screaming hot. And they cook them a little longer than they will the regular ones. So they're not, because In-N-Out sometimes can be a little less crispy.
Yes.
So these are a little
it's like
more
eating
crispy.
cardboard.
Yeah, these are light well.
Okay.
I go to Del Taco first and get the
the crinkles.
Yeah, and then get the In-N-Out, and it's
Okay, that will be my Sunday afternoon meal.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
We'll
Go
be
make
rooting
some money
for you.
out here playing golf. How much does it make a difference who you're playing with? Like, do you get the good pairing versus maybe it's somebody, especially you as a rookie, like maybe it's somebody you don't know. Maybe it's somebody you haven't been around a lot.
It's like that every week for me. Like, I don't know who I'm playing with
Yeah.
because like I probably know 20 girls out here, just girls that came up through Epson, and then maybe some girls I played with in college. But it's like I'm meeting new girls every week. And, I would like to say it doesn't affect you, but like yesterday we were all playing well. We were all getting into a rhythm. And today it was like, we kind of got stuck, all of us. And then you just kind of need someone to break through and just, get the momentum going.
Yeah, it was, the Masters a couple of weeks ago, or I guess it was just a week ago. Man, it feels like a lot longer than that. And
Crazy.
Rory McIlroy and Tiger Woods was like this too. Like, they are not going to talk with their playing partners.
Really?
They're just going to go out there and grind it out. You have any of that?
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I have to, for me to play well, and I write this in my yardage book too. It's like if I'm head down walking in the fairway, not talking to anyone, I'm having a bad time. Like I'm not playing well. If I'm open, talking to my caddy, talking to my playing partners, like that just puts me in a good mood, and I have to make that intentional choice to do that. Otherwise, if I just head down in tunnel vision, it's just not good for
That sounds like me right there. See? Yeah, I'm thinking about the shot I didn't make.
Yeah. And it's just like it makes your world feel so small when you're just looking down and not talking to anyone. I'd rather just have a good time out there.
It is a good time out there. Camille, thank you so much.
Yes.
I know you got to go hit some balls and roll some putts. Good luck the rest of the weekend, and we'll keep an eye on you. Go have a double-double at the end of the tournament.
Thanks, I will.
Go Dogs.
Go
Woof.
Dogs.
There we go.
Absolutely. That's Camille Boyd. She's 3 under through the first couple of rounds here at the JM Eagle LA Championship. We got a little shop talk coming up next, Laura. Is that what we got cooking?
We do, actually. Before you read that to Marco and let us know about the Rams, we're actually going to bring on Jeremy to kind of wrap everything up.
All right.
Outstanding. So we got Jeremy coming up here in just a little bit. I like
do this now? Okay.
She represented your Huskies very well.
She did. Way better than I did. Yeah. She said congealed in a sentence. Yeah. I don't think I've ever used that. ESPN LA is live from Rams Block Party at Hollywood Park in Inglewood Thursday, April 23rd and Friday, April 24th. Days 1 and 2 of the NFL Draft. Catch Mason in Ireland and this show, DeMarco and Travis, as we break down what moves the Rams will make and how this draft will shape the upcoming season. Plus, enjoy the fanfare with rides, games, nonstop Rams vibes all weekend, benefiting the Rams Foundation. Join us for the draft party, only with ESPN LA, home of the Los Angeles Rams. Yay.
Don't miss the countdown to kickoff. Presented by BMO, official bank of LAFC.
What's happening is Mario Rees on the next edition of Countdown to Kickoff, presented by BMO. LAFC midfielder Timothy Tillman joins me to tell us all about punching their ticket to the CONCACAF Champions Cup semifinals. Plus, we look ahead to a big MLS showdown with San Jose. It's Countdown to Kickoff presented by BMO. Join me Sunday at 11 a.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
BMO presents Countdown to Kickoff, hosted by Mario Ruiz on ESPN LA.
LA's biggest pizza party is back. Pizza City Fest returns to LA Live April 25th and 26th. Bigger, bolder, and cheesier than ever. 40 of Southern California's top pizzerias. 2 epic days. 1 massive celebration of pizza. An all-inclusive ticket delivers unlimited pizza tastings, unlimited beverages, and unlimited desserts. All for just $99. Pizza City Fest at LA Live, across from Crypto.com Arena, April 25th and 26th. Tickets on sale now at LALive.com/Pizza City Fest.
Hey, it's Mace.
And I'm Ireland.
After a crash, you are on the spot. You got to make the right decisions.
800-345-6789. Count the facts. Count on Jacob.
Count your options, then count on Jacob. 800-345-6789.
Put it in your phone. Memorize it.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show, your Friday afternoon, live from El Cab, El Caballero Country Club in the Valley on a Friday. Get ready for some beautiful LPGA action. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show rolls on for your Friday right now.
Camille Boyd a few minutes ago. She is 3 under. DeMarco and her had a Seattle conversation, a husky conversation as well.
She was truthful.
She was great. I really enjoyed
Dick's
talking with her.
Burgers and In-N-Out, there is no competition.
Yeah. She got that right?
She got that right.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Good to know. The man kind of running the whole show out here right now, at least as far as we are concerned. The media director for the JM Eagle LA Championship, Jeremy Friedman, is joining us right now. Jeremy, let me start with this. Thanks for having us out here all over again. It's always fun to be here.
Love having you guys out here. This is this is our annual tradition, our Friday afternoon tradition here at the tournament. So love having you guys here.
I love it. This has been such a fun day. Like, what do you guys do when the tournament's over for the day? Like, what do you do after when you wrap up?
So Travis could appreciate this. So us in the media, it's almost like when the final putt drops, it's almost like when we start, right? Because we have to do all the recaps, the stories, the notes, the clips, all of that. So like what I put together, which you guys get an email about every night, is just like the daily recap, right? My job as the media director here in the evenings is to deliver all the necessary press info that you need, whether it be like links for photos and videos, quotes from the transcripts, stuff that the media and all the press can do their job and compile their stories and basically do their work. So it is the kind of the running joke that like when the final putt drops, it's kind of like when we start. But like when the final putt drops, I mean that media center is going to be full of just everybody just riding away.
So after he's done that, then where does like a glass of wine or a little bite to eat? When does that come in?
There will be pizza coming in here.
Okay, pizza. There you go. There you go.
Yes.
That's how you do that.
The Friday evening pizza.
Yeah, Jeremy, I know you've worked in the golf space for a long time. You and I have known each other for quite some time, and not all golf tournaments are created equal. This one, you can just tell when you come around here and you see the level of, just expertise, quite frankly, that the people that are running this tournament with. It's got to be something that everybody involved with this, the JM Eagle LA Championship, is very proud of, because not everything looks like this. Not everything runs like this.
I'm biased. I'm super blessed to be where I'm at. So the company is called Outlier that runs this tournament. So we have a full tournament management team here. They do a tremendous job. We run 7 LPGA events. We run a couple of Champions Tour events and a couple of college tournaments. So we do a lot of tournaments all over the country. And so we've been running this tournament since 2018. When JM Eagle came on and Plattsburgh came on a few years ago, their goal was to elevate this tournament, to elevate women's sports, is to elevate the LPGA Tour, and we were all in, right? So we were like, let's go, let's see what we can do. And then just even last year, and you guys were here last year. I mean, this tournament took on such a different tone last year
with the Fires.
Because we were because Genesis didn't happen because it was down south. So we were the first outdoor sporting event that took place, right? So this is an event here we all take a tremendous amount of pride in, on delivering a world-class event here in Los Angeles, but also for the title sponsor. You heard Sean talk about it earlier, for the title sponsor and for the LPGA Tour to put on a great show for these great players so that all these fans can see how good they are inside the ropes.
When you're pushing out info tonight, I guess what would be the info from today? Like, who's in the lead?
Se-Young Kim. She's 14 under par.
In 2 days.
Yeah.
Back-to-back 7 under.
I heard you say that.
That's
wow.
nuts.
So, 14 under par. Chiziawe, who is in second at 12 under, she tied the course record yesterday.
No way.
She shot 9 under par, 63 yesterday, tied the course record. I mean, you've got a lot of it.
Defending champ Hannah Green not far back either.
Our two-time champ Hannah Green's not too far back. Patty Tavatanakit, local, is here. I mean, look at this. You've got Korea, Japan, U.S., Australia. It's a world-class international tour and field that's here, and it's the best. It's the best in the world are here this week.
Not to get too far into the weeds for you, Jeremy, with your day-to-day, but because, like you just said, this is, if not at the top of the list, it has to be near the top of the list of just international participants, and making sure that not only people here in LA are informed with what's going on, or even people here in the United States, but you're talking about all these different Korea, Japan, Australia. You just go right, Thailand, just right on down the list. It's just one international player after the next.
30 countries are represented here.
in this tournament.
In this tournament, 30 different countries.
How many languages do you speak?
I speak one.
He speaks PR.
I speak
talk
PR.
to everybody.
But yes, there are 30 different countries here, and they are they love coming here to this tournament just because of what 30 of what of what Walter and Shirley Wang and J.M. Eagle does. Like the Pro-Am party on Tuesday, they gave away over $75,000 in gift cards to LPGA players for like Camille, who was just here as an LPGA rookie. Say she won a $3,000 Amazon gift card. I mean, that's gold.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
absolutely.
for them, right? So that's one of the smaller things that they do. And also, next week on the LPGA Tour is a major. It's the Chevron Championship in Houston, right? So these weeks, especially for international players, this is a really good week for them to come to a world-class event, but also get on the right time frame, right?
Yeah.
Get on the right schedule,
Get your rhythm,
and then prepare themselves for the major championship the following week. And we are the beneficiary of that with this world-class field here this week.
It is the JM Eagle LA Championship. Jeremy, we got about 35 seconds here or so I just want to say thank you so much for having us out here. This is, I believe, the third year we've covered this event, so thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Look forward to doing it again.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys being out here.
Definitely.
Let's do it again.
You got it. We got 3 years in a row we've been doing
Apologize to the quiet lady.
No, you were louder than
Sorry.
me. I'm not.
Sorry,
I'm going to say that was. We'll blame Laura.
Sorry.
Look, Laura.
Wait, why the girl?
Yeah. You need to be more quiet next time. Or we'll blame Beto. How about
we can blame Beto. That was easy.
Beto as well. All right, Laker fans, we've been waiting a long time. Lakers get going. Beto's got his pregame show at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Lakers, of course, tip it off at 5:30. DeMarco and I will be back here on Monday to break it all down. We're going to turn it over to little Angel Baseball coming up next. We'll see you on Monday. It's DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
Los Angeles, if you missed out on any action this past season, don't make the same mistake. Secure your spot in the Rams house for 2026.